the wrong hands. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and it's very possible that the 401k that you have had for years has hidden fees and limited investment choices. But if you're no longer with the company, that 401k may be at the mercy of your former employer. All of these things could be costing you thousands. Rolling over your 401k into an IRA can provide better investment options that align with your long-term goals. At Trajan Wealth, we're fiduciary advisors that are held to a higher standard with no hidden agenda and no hidden fees. Don't let your retirement dollars sit in an old plan, and don't roll it over to your new plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Advisory services are offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
1025, The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Oh, here we go.
All systems go.
This is the true story about Mac. Check it.
Times are changing, more so each year. But the early morning Stone Pimp is here.
3, 2, 1.
People are expecting quite a bit.
Gotta figure out how to make money on this. I really want to.
I can feel it down in my plums. We're getting a nice bluish hue. Getting ready to take them to the farmer's market.
Okay, baby, but don't hurt yourself with that big juicy hog of yours.
In hard times, or when a man has worked at a job 30 years, they give him a watch, kick him in the butt, and say, hey, a computer took your place, daddy. That's hard time.
And those cars are going real fast and real laugh, son.
But he's gay. He's blind.
You ready?
Oh, wait. So we're just gonna wing it?
There's a big difference between winging it and seeing what happens. Now let's see what happens.
And now.
Right now.
Now, it's Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
And I be catching them northern fight like on the 10-pound test. Smoke cess, never fast, take a guess. I be the early morning Stone Pimp. Straight limping, booze farm drinking. At the party, big booty pinching. Chilling like a villain. Balloon filling, whack MC killing. The fine hoe drilling with the $1 million talent and the 10-cent brain.
Been gone too long, too much cocaine.
But now that I'm back on the block, I'm ready to rock left to right all night. My game's tight, I wish you might take a bite out of this here toxic, melodic, neurotic product, fresh from the harvest. Who be the largest, hardest, smartest label in town? Top dog.
Get down.
Radio won't play me, but still I got the kids around the world going Kid Rock crazy, and wicked witches be flying on broomsticks. Kid Rock be coming with the boom, boom, boom. Catch, I'm from the sticks, get straight from
Welcome
the
to Senning Show. Tuesday, August 19th, 2025. I am John Senning. My man's over there is Diz. You want to hop on the phone line? Something on your mind? 800-771-1025. We are streaming live video on YouTube. Go to the 1025 The Bone YouTube page. It'll be a little circle that says live. You can click on it, get in the chat room. I had an interesting, I wanted to try an interesting experiment today because I wonder where all of these people are from. So if we can do just a bit of a chat room roll call to start the day today, everybody who's watching live, and when you get into the chat room, if you will just quickly type where you are from and where you are listening from, I want to get a grasp on if these people are all local that are in the chat room or if they're people from across the country, what seems to happen from time to time. So right now, and if you get yourself in the chat room, just hit with a quick where you be from, so we know what's going on in there. You can also find us on social media at the John Senning, at Dizzy for Mayor. A lot to get to today. Judge Juicy will be joining us. Joj will be joining us at 2:00. We've got some stuff to throw at her. I wanted to ask if I wasn't supposed to say anything. I don't know if there would be a reason why I wasn't supposed to say anything. I think if I wasn't supposed to say anything, he'd tell me not to say anything. But our boss went gator hunting. And he was showing me the videos of the gator hunt right before I walked in here. Dude, that looks pretty bad. I think I could do that. It's very, very intense. And I didn't know the process. Like, they have to hook them and then bring them up to the boat. I didn't know how you got them up to the boat because, like, the swamp people, they do things a little differently than the Florida people. But just seconds before I walked in here, I was watching Joj and I actually were watching the videos of them getting these gators, 11-foot beasts that they're pulling out of the water and essentially shooting in the head and killing.
Oh, I was gonna say. So what's so they just pull up to the boat and get a clean shot?
So they catch them. Well, I did not know this. You can't hook a gator in the mouth. So it's like a wooden thing that like goes in their stomach. That if it were to break off, they would live, I guess. So you can pull them in.
You can't hook them because it won't work, not because it's illegal.
It's against the law.
Oh.
It's against the law. You can't hook them in the mouth. So it's like this wood thing.
They got gator police?
Yeah, yes, the FWC. And he did say that because the gator hunts are so regulated, like you have to get a tag, you have to win a lottery to be able to do it. So they are watching. Yeah. And then you pull them up to the boat with that. Then I think you got to hook them like under their belly. You can't hook them in their mouth, but you hook them under their belly, ultimately bring them up to the boat, and then they got those bang sticks, boom sticks, whatever the hell they call them, and it's like, pow, 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 pow. You just shoot them in the head a bunch of times, and then you bring them on board and cut them up and eat them and make shoes out of them.
Wait, so the bang stick is what kills them, you're saying?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. So I can't I feel like I'm asking the wrong guy. You don't know all the answers.
Ask me. I'm Gator Man, dude. I watched a lot of swamp people, dude.
So I pull up on. Do they use the boat with the fan, or is it like a boat?
This is a good old fashioned water boat they got down here. They take this right down here. You can take it down. This is not a Cajun Mechanic.
I was gonna say it sounds Cajun.
It is Cajun Mechanic ripoff-ish, but no. This is a regular saltwater boat they take down there on the fresh water to get them gators. So that's what they gotta do.
Can I see a gator across the pond, lake, whatever, and shoot it?
No. Well,
like with a rifle gun?
Because you don't have a gator tag.
But if I have a gamer tag, I can.
A gamer tag? No. Gamer tag is what you need to play on Xbox. Gator tag is what you need to kill a gator.
And that will work. I could go shoot a gator.
I don't know if you can shoot it from far distance. I would think that would be frowned upon.
Why? Because what's the difference if I shoot it far or close?
It's also different state to state because, the swamp people down there, Troy and my buddy down on the bayou, they would shoot it from time to time. Like, they would just get a sniper rifle and just shoot that son of a bitch from long distance.
I don't think I could. I could do that, but I don't want to go on a boat that could possibly tip over.
Well, that was the whole thing when Joj was watching. She's like, you could just fall right in the water. You could get right. And she was right.
Yeah.
Sorry that I gave her a voice like that, but
that was a weird. That was
hurtful. Joj, if you're out there, I do apologize. I have something interesting for Joj when she comes in here too, and you have to make sure it doesn't turn into a fight
between you two.
Yes, well, because she sent me something late last week, and I think she sent it to me for a reason.
Ooh.
But then when I tell her that I think she sent it to me for a reason, she's going to tell me, if I have my crystal ball, that's me having a guilty conscience.
Oh, I like this.
So we're gonna have to.
We're gonna work through it together.
Yeah, we're gonna work through it, dude. I have to say, shout out to everybody because we've got people from all over this United States of America. A lot of people local. I see Bradenton. We've got Sierra Vista, Arizona. Ron Rondon. Shout out to Brooklyn. Brooklyn, where you at? Ron Slater, Lake Placid. This can't be true. The Beautiful Music Group says Lakeland. Kenny Powers says Zimbabwe.
I believe him.
I do not believe that.
He doesn't lie. T-Bone does not lie.
Tro Smith? How would you say that name? Tro Smith, San Antonio, Texas, baby. Daily listener. Dude, an underrated thing that happened was when Billy Madison came onto the Bone, they brought a lot of people that obviously were talk radio fans, and maybe they've gone away over the years, but there have always been a bunch of San Antonio, Texas listeners that were Billy Madison fans that followed them here, fell in love with the station, and stayed even after they were gone. I bet you Troy Smith, if that is your real name, I bet you that's how he ended up here on the boat. Apollo Beach, Lakeland, Highway 27, Ocoee, Sebring. I'm looking for something that's not super local here.
Zimbabwe is not local.
Zimbabwe is not local. You are right about that. I was looking New York, Arizona, Zimbabwe, Pinellas Park, Punta Gorda, Florida, all of those different places.
Do you think you could catch a small gator in your yard, like the guy who caught it in? Remember that trash can?
Oh yeah.
Do
you think
you have it in you to go up and try that? You do.
Yes, dude. I was so damn close to catching that gator that time in my down by my pond, and I've had extreme regret that I didn't. He's okay now, by the way. He's just he has still the hook in his paw.
Yeah.
But he's out there living his best life. But I could absolutely.
Really?
What? Now you said, could I do it? Would I be hurt? Would I be?
No. I mean, like, do you have it in you? Or do you
I have it in me.
Yeah, okay.
I have it in me. Would I get bit? Would I get scratched? Would I need to go to the hospital? Maybe.
Yeah. Well, I think he made it look pretty easy. If it's a smaller gator, you kind of it's like a bug in the house, right?
Do I get a trash can just like
Yes.
that? Dude, those trash cans, dude, those are beasts.
Yes.
Those are so like I feel like I could essentially put the trash can on its back, and then that's also my protection from the gator. So
you
it's
can do a lot with those things.
Like what? Do tell.
Make a ramp out of it.
Ramp
like
out
you
of
put
it.
a board, and that's like the thing to
On
hold
top of it?
On top of it.
That seems very unsafe.
Well, I'm not saying these are great ideas.
I was always looking for things to make ramps out of when I was a kid, and that would have been too unsafe for me.
Ice plunge, where you go and work
dude,
out.
that's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
Now, you got to be able to keep the water cold, but that is not the worst idea ever. Dude, this triggered a memory in my head. Do you remember a couple weeks ago? Did you see that story out of Michigan, Traverse City, Michigan? There was like a mass stabbing at a Walmart.
What?
Yeah, dude. Well, they released the video of the mass stabbing, and the craziest part was this dude just was running through the Walmart like a freaking psychopath, stabbing everybody. And I think everybody lived. He stabbed 11 people. But the craziest part was he makes it out to the parking lot, and all of these guys start using carts as weapons because they could kind of surround him, and they could also keep him at a distance enough with the cart, and it just worked. Like, I think they ended up getting these guys, but I would say it's funny, not funny, that like these dudes are saving the day with shopping carts from Walmart.
Is this? Oh, this is not the same video.
No, that's the video.
Okay.
That's the video.
Did you notice after the first woman gets stabbed, the one guy has his kid and throws his kid down the aisle and runs?
Dude, there are some things in this video that is like that are the dumbest things ever. I have to say. So at the very end, there's a lady he stabs her out in front of the Walmart, and then there's a guy pushing another old lady into the Walmart, and the old man and the old woman in the wheelchair stop and like check on the woman who's bleeding because she was just stabbed, and then just casually roll themselves right into the Walmart where this terrible, horrific mass stabbing crime has just happened.
Like, not my business.
A lot of the comments were just, dude, this video is prime example that a lot of people don't have the best survival instincts with the way that they react, and it's scary to watch. I think the whole video is like 7 minutes, and this dude, I've never seen anything like it. He's just running roughshod all over the Walmart, stabbing anybody who is within any distance to him.
I am definitely running. I'm not the type that's going to be like, I'm going to get that knife from him.
And there's a couple people, too, you can see that kind of look like, there must be a commotion.
Yeah.
And you can see that human element of fight or flight, or maybe call it just curiosity, where they're kind of like, maybe I want to go check that out.
Yeah.
Dude, if I hear blood-curdling screams from the other side of the Walmart, I'm leaving the Walmart.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not lingering around.
You're at the end of an aisle. You have to run or stop him from stabbing Danielle. What are you doing?
I'm going to stop him from stabbing Danielle. That is.
You're running. You're a liar.
No, I was going to say that's not even a.
You're a liar.
It's not. I'm not.
You're a liar.
I'm not. The fact that you think I'm
Why
lying.
are you winking at me when you say it?
The fact that you think I'm lying says a lot more about you than it says about me. The fact that you asked the question says a lot more about you than it does about me. I would. I'd have to. I'd look for things on the shelves. I'd try
to throw,
or throw or use as makeshift shields as I run in. I don't know what I would do.
You
but
could say you would save her, but I just saw a man throw his child.
that is true. Well, that kid, he can hide.
Yeah.
Get on a shelf or something, and he'll be fine. You sent me this, and we got a bunch to get to today, so I want to make sure we hit this early on in the show because this is about as up my alley as it gets. It's very well documented. I love talking about my time in the restaurant business. It formed me into who I am. For the longest time, up until like a couple years ago, I had worked at Ruby Tuesday for longer than I had worked anywhere else in my life. Now I'm like 10, 11 years, whatever it is here, but I had worked at Ruby Tuesday for almost 9 years. So I had a hell of a run there and worked in restaurants forever. In this article that you sent me from BuzzFeed, restaurant employees are sharing the grossest thing that happens on the job that would make customers never want to dine again. And to kick off the show today, we're going to give away some prizes for your kitchen confessions. If you've seen something absolutely disgusting, you don't have to out the restaurant if you don't want to. If you want to, that's even better. But if you want to confess to what you saw in the kitchen where you work, 800-771-1025. We do have a bunch of tickets to give away still this week. We've got the Falling in Reverse tickets, which I think that show's coming up very soon, maybe in the next couple days. Stand by. Falling in Reverse, that is tomorrow. So, yeah, let's give those away today. Falling in Reverse with Tech 9, Little Big Town Friday night at the Amp. Just so you know, sometime during the week, probably tomorrow, we are going to give away tickets to the Coke to the Coke Zero Sugar 400. I want to make sure my branding's right there. Big race in Daytona on Saturday night, so we're going to give those tickets away tomorrow. But for today, we also have one pair of Rascal Flats tickets if you want to confess to the naughty things you saw in the kitchen where you work. And there are some stories here. Let me throw one out there. I worked for a fast food burger joint for one day in high school in the 80s. Why did I leave, you may ask? The Saturday I worked was hot, and the drive-thru window was stuck open. This means a lot of flies got into the restaurant in the kitchen area. While I was cooking a grill full of burgers, the managers walked over with a can of bug spray and began to spray it above the grill area. Watching the toxic mist float onto the burgers, I said, well, I guess these are trash. He looked at me like I was nuts and said, nah, it'll cook off.
It will cook off. When it reaches certain degrees, it burns everything off.
Oh, man. About 15 years ago, I worked at a sit-down pizza chain that also sold fried chicken and potatoes. It was super busy, and we were slammed. My manager was running around trying to help. I saw her drop a chicken wing on the disgusting floor mats that I was unfortunately tasked with cleaning every night. They were never fully clean and always were black and greasy. She uttered a profanity and proceeded to pick it up off the floor with the tongs used to take the cooked chicken out of the fryer. She then threw the wings in the oil for a second, took them out, and served them alongside the rest of the previously cooked wings. She didn't even think twice about it. Dude, that's the thing. I think, the Waiting movie and those stories of people doing harm to your food because you did something bad to them or treated them like trash, that's almost like an urban legend. It does happen. I don't know how much. I think the thing you really have to worry about when you go out and eat is people who just don't care.
Yeah.
The people that give 0 Fs. They don't care about you. They're there to collect a piss poor paycheck a lot of the times, especially in fast food. Like you don't get these people to buy in to care about food safety. I think that's a far more prevalent and regular danger than someone actively messing with your food. I think some people are just like, it's on the floor, it's on the plate, it's bug spray on it. Like people just, it's a phenomenon in the year 2025. People don't care about anything.
I would agree. I would say mostly when it comes to things you got to worry about is the company cutting corners or just not like paying attention enough and caring. Not a restaurant, but when I worked at AMC, the one on Veterans, hopefully they got better. We had to empty ice into the bins to get ready when we're serving drinks. We emptied ice into this one bin, and as we pulled it over, this girl's serving drinks, and she gets about 3 drinks in. She calls the manager over. She's like, "There's a frog in here, dead frog
in the ice.
In the ice.
Oh
thing.
my god!"
And he's like, "Well, scoop it out." She's like, "All right," and she got it out. It was dead. And threw it out, and she was going to move and get the ice. He goes, "Get back to work." She goes, "There was just a frog in here." He goes, "You got it out. Get back to work."
Man.
She
Those
ends up
things.
She keeps going. About 2 hours later, there's 3 dead frogs at the bottom. There's just a bunch of dead frogs in there, and we served so many drinks that day.
Oh my gosh, dude! And the stuff like that, little things like that, the mold in the ice machine.
Yeah.
Like we really do. It's so crazy. when you think about fast food places, and we got full phone lines. Thank you all for calling. I'm going to start taking your calls in just a second.
Dirty places.
When you think about fast food places, like how many conversations do we have about the fact, and they're not all like this, and I'm not saying everybody who works at a fast food place doesn't care, but how many stories are there of, like, you can go to a fast food place and, like, maybe nobody will come take your order. Maybe your order will take 20 minutes. You talk about a place like, and I know that we supposedly have someone who's connected to this business, so I'm sorry we're constantly trashing them, but Checkers, like, the worst rated service. You get people that do not care what the hell's going on. So people know that, and they go, I got to deal with the bad service, and I got to deal with this. Those people are handling your food. Like, if they didn't care enough to come greet you or say hi to you as you sat in the drive-thru for 15 minutes, you think they care one little bit about the quality of your food or the cleanliness? And yet, hey, I'm as guilty as anybody. We still eat it. We put so much faith into the people that prepare our food. It's insane, kind of.
I'm kind of an apologist in a way, because I know, like, we had issues once. I can't remember where we went. And as we got home, Nicole's like, well, they got it. It was kind of like with you when you told the people, hold the pickles, and they gave extra pickles or whatever. It was that situation. I go, well, the kid's 16 in high school. Did you think you're going to get the greatest service ever? This kid is just working a part-time job. He doesn't care. He doesn't want to be there.
And in the same breath, that's the person you trust to handle your food.
Exactly.
The nourishment that we need to live, if something goes terribly wrong with food, it could kill you. Like, that was the thing when I first got hired at Ruby's and we started doing, like, the Serve Safe certification. They, like, put the fear of God into us, because they would say, if you do this, like, we used to have the swim, walk, fly, which was when you store food in the cooler, it always needs to be swim, walk, fly. So the fish would be stored above the beef above the chicken, and all of that. And they would go, if somebody gets salmonella and dies, like, this company's gone. You know what I mean? They'd be like, everybody loses their job. There's no more Ruby Tuesday.
There's no saving anyone.
We kill one person with this, and that was kind of the tone. I don't know if that was just our management or what, but I have a feeling that that's not the way it is in a lot of these fast food places and other establishments. They're not putting that fear into people.
And that's why, I tend now as an adult to try to not go as much to these places, because that is in the back of my head now where it's like, well, I'm trusting some stranger with my food who's either, like we said, a teenager, or maybe he's like, my parole officer told me to get this job. Only here because of him.
Exactly. Dude, you're exactly right. Setting Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hey, this is Freddie from the D.
Hey, Freddie from the D. We're doing some kitchen confessions. We got this story here of restaurant workers sharing the most horrific things they've saw in the kitchen, and we'll part with some prizes for a good story. I do want to tell you, my friend, this phoner will be held under Gong Show rules. So if it doesn't get going, or if it's not mortifying enough, I will have to gong you out of here. So don't take it personally.
No problem. So I worked in a fine dining restaurant in downtown Detroit for years. They've been around since 1939. They're still open. So I will not mention the name, but in the downstairs kitchen, a chef was trying to split two Dover soles that were frozen apart.
The fish, right? Those are fish, right?
The fish, yeah. And the chef knife slipped, took off his index finger from the first knuckle off.
Oh, no.
Couldn't find it. So they're making a big pot of white clam sauce, and about a week later, I'm serving a fettuccine white clam.
No.
And I said, hey, Ali, I think I found your fingertip.
No. Is this a real story?
This is from a movie.
Dude, that is a real story. I don't know, man.
Can I make that up?
I will tell you, one thing about you is definitely real, and that's that thick-ass Michigan accent you got on you. You're a real Michigander there, my friend.
Hell yeah.
Dude,
I'll believe you if you name drop the name of the place.
Lully's. Lully's then. 7618 Woodward. Boulevard.
So what happened? Was there a big hullabaloo? Was everybody like, we got to shut the place down? Had the clam sauce already been served?
Saturday night, we would serve 500 people on a Saturday night. We had 20 waiters. And no, they didn't shut it down. They threw the thing in the garbage and it kept going.
So did the clam sauce ever get served?
Yes.
Oh, so people had eaten the clam sauce with the dude's finger inside.
Well, they make like 8 gallons of clam sauce at a time.
Oh, right.
They're not going to throw the whole batch away.
Oh, of course.
And, yeah.
Of course not. Food. We got to keep that food cost down. I feel you. What was your name again?
Exactly.
Dude? What was your name again?
Fred.
Fred. Okay, I'm going to throw you on hold. You're an automatic winner. Any sort of digits or limbs that are cut off automatically win something. So just hang tight. Oh, dude, that's insane.
Slicing your finger, then it falling off, and you going back to work. and
I would think like you've got to shut the place down until you find the finger.
Exactly.
They're like, hey, folks, we need to close the place down. We have an employee that lost a finger. Literally, we don't know where it is, and we don't feel comfortable serving any of you anytime soon. You would like to think, damn, that was a good one. Sending show, kitchen confessions, gong show rules. Who's this?
This is Jay from Spring Hill, Florida.
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
So I am a service technician. I service machines. I service kitchen equipment commercially for between hospitals, nursing homes. I service a lot of equipment.
Okay.
There is a lot of hospitals that I will tell you have major roaches issue, and then there's some.
Thank you. We just need to get to the meat and potatoes. It sounded like more of a vague story that hospitals have roaches. I sound like a sweet man, but we're trying to get to the meat and potatoes here. We're trying to get to the clam and fingers, if you will. Sending show, you're live on the air.
Yeah, this is Richard. Same story, kind of a service rep, but I was replacing a fryer at a Mexican restaurant.
Oh, man.
And I was kind of waiting for him to finish up because it was leaking oil. And then when they got done cooking, I drained it, and there was a dead rat in the bottom.
Oh, no, man. That probably happens because how often are you supposed to – what's the proper turnaround on oil? I know nobody follows it, but how long are you supposed to change
Typically 1 to 2 days in order to keep it fresh, but a lot of the mom-and-pop restaurants, they don't do it that often.
They don't. That is brutal. Thank you for the call. That is one of the – that can ruin your meal. And I don't know if everybody has the taste for it immediately, but because I had to learn how to change the oil in fryers and things like that back in the day, when you get food that has been fried in bad oil, it's so gross.
Yeah.
It's like a bitter, nasty. Usually, like your French fries, whatever you get will be very dark, very brown. And I think a lot of places do not change the oil as much as they're supposed to.
No, when it comes to cleaning anything, I imagine that's something that goes by the wayside a lot of the time. They're like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, the more we go on about this, the more I'm realizing we really do just put our lives into people's hands every single day.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Even when you watch shows like Kitchen Nightmares or Bar Rescue, just like the very easy cleaning things they have to do, they don't do it. And you're like, oh my god!
And it's such a it's like I don't even think that there's the person in place anymore in a lot of these spots to be the voice of reason. Like I don't expect a lot of people to care, but there should be somebody at the end of the line that cares enough to fix it or to make everybody care. And I don't even think those people exist as much.
I think they're called health inspectors, and they clearly aren't doing their job.
Those people probably do care, I think, and they will shut your ass down. Setting show, you're live on the air.
This is Fred. You already got me.
Oh, Fred, I got you, buddy. Stand by. The finger man. Setting show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hey, this is Doug. What's up, John and Diz?
Doug, what up?
I got a good one for you. Similar finger story. I did 20 years in the fire service. We had a local restaurant that we got called out to. They used to grind their own meat. We had a lady who ground the first index finger and her middle finger off and part of the third. We shipped her off to the hospitals a couple days later. As a thank you for helping out their employee, sent us over 10 pounds of ground beef.
Oh, no.
Find the finger.
Yeah.
It's like a prize in the cereal box.
Was it more just the idea behind it, or do you think that her finger did end up in the ground beef?
Well, firemen are pretty much known to eat any edible items that you bring to them. In this case, that meat went right in the trash.
I thought you were going to say right in the chili pot.
Yeah,
I would
right?
say finger meat seems good for chili, not a burger, but maybe some chili. You get enough seasonings in there. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for your service. Shout out to Tracy LaFontaine in the YouTube chat. Hey, John, you're such a big Vroom Vroom fan. How come you're not going to Daytona? I'm totally bummed that I'm not going to Daytona. There's a few different reasons why. Up there is we don't like to leave our dog. Secondly, I have 2 events this weekend going on. Saturday morning is like a private event type thing that I'm doing, and then Sunday 12 to 2, we've got the big Wild Fork event.
Okay.
And I wasn't able to make the last one in St. Pete because it was my birthday. So I obviously love my friends at Wild Fork, and I didn't want to miss out on that. And I didn't also want to have to haul ass back from Daytona on Saturday night or Sunday morning. So I will be hunkered down watching the big race from my couch. But very, very soon, I would like to think possibly before the end of the playoffs, we are going to try and make it to a race, maybe even travel to go to a race. So it will happen. But yes, you can revoke my Vroom Vroom card for a day if you'd like to.
For the weekend.
Just for the weekend. Yeah.
I've been there.
It's okay. By the way, shout out to whoever it was who put Vroom Groom Boom in the chat. Sending show, you're live on the air.
Hey, my name's Ross. I worked at the Officers Club at Little Creek in Virginia Beach, serving, the officers at their club. And in the kitchen, they had steak, all that. And it was one of my first days there, and I dropped, it was either a T-bone or whatever it was, dropped it on the floor. And I've got to tell you, the floor was about 1 to 2 inches deep in water.
Oh.
So the drains were, probably covered with mess.
Oh.
And I looked at the manager, whatever, in there. I was like, dude, I need to throw this away. He's like, no, man, put it on the grill.
Oh,
You're throwing it out.
He's like, we ain't eating it.
It was served to some officer after it had been in like 2 inches deep in kitchen water. It was
dude, that is
gnarly.
That is brutal for about 5 different reasons. Thank you for the call. That's the other element too, is some of these restaurant managers, they've got somebody so deep down their throat that about food cost and stuff, that as stupid as that may be, like they probably, all of those little corners, to not change the oil, to not waste the steak that falls on the ground, like all of those little things, the people that are supposed to be in charge often are the ones stressing out about money so much. And it's probably just another little reason why people serve food that falls on the ground and has been sprayed with bug spray and everything in between.
Weren't you a manager?
I was.
Did you have them on you for like a lot of cutting costs and stuff?
No, I was. I think that's more of a general manager thing.
Okay.
I was an assistant manager, so that was kind of a trickle down thing. And that period of time, dude, is just a blur of life.
Yeah.
Like it was the most insane period of time because I just so I went to UCF, opened a brand new Ruby Tuesday. So I went and lived at UCF in a hotel for a month.
Oh my God.
And did the opening for the UCF Ruby Tuesday, which is where I was trained to be a manager. It's where I did my cook training. So I was like working the line as a cook for a month at a brand new restaurant.
Ooh.
And
by college.
Yeah, by a college. Like it was just it was a blur. And then I think I was only actually a manager for like 2 months after that before I said, okay, it's time to revisit your radio dreams and get the hell out of this world.
Now look at you thriving,
look
dog.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at me now. Look at me now.
If you're a cook out there, leave what you're doing.
You just know there's
Pivot.
hope on the other side.
Pivot.
Probably not in radio, but there's hope somewhere out there for something else if you want it. Do not go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to dig into that thing. Now, I don't want to be insensitive, ever, on purpose at least. But there is a local story where somebody dumped a body about a mile away from where we sit right now.
Oh.
We'll talk about the actual story, but then dig into the specifics of where is the best place to dump a body.
Oh, I love it.
Because this one was clearly not it. 800-771-1025 if you want to get on the phone line. The chat is live. We're video streaming on YouTube, 1025 The Bone. JoJo's going to join us in just a little bit. I don't want to hype it up too much. It did feel like she was wearing like this little kind of mini skirt, sporty thing today.
Yeah.
I'm not above, using sex to get us up to 300 today. So she'll be in a little bit after 2 o'clock. But do not go anywhere. More Sending Show on the way.
I won't ever say them because I never let my heart go all the way. Every time I try, I just hit the brakes.
Life is all about change. When it comes to music, movies, entertainment, change is all around us. Songs are written, rewritten, movies get rebooted and redone, bands come and go. Even our taste in entertainment can change. But no matter how much things change in the next 5 years, there's one thing that will stay the same, and that's the price of your internet. Xfinity is now introducing a 5-year price guarantee. It means you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with their best equipment included for a price that's going to stay exactly the same. If you're surprised, That's a good thing. Life is full of them. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed. You can learn more right now at Xfinity.com/deals.
Yo, I drink too much. Yo, I love that taste.
You're listening to Setting Show on 102.5 The Bone. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com.
And now, breaking news. You leaving me. Your state-of-the-art 65-inch 4K smart television for going out with friends and not staying in to watch TV. Sources confirm that is a terrible decision. Picture-in-picture mode. Do your friends have that? Can they simultaneously stream live sports and extreme baking shows? How about I make everything sepia? Whatever you want, I'll do it. Just don't put me on standby.
Don't listen to your TV. Head out with your friends and grab some ice-cold Heinekens. Must be 21 plus to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
John Setting here. Are you ready to win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows? Well, pick up your phone right now and text the word TRUST to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we're fixing the unfixable. Combining the use of robotics and an endoscope, our expert neurosurgeons are performing spinal fusion surgeries more safely and effectively than ever before, with smaller incisions which lead to quicker recovery times for patients. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
If you've been hurt in an accident, Burnett EPA is here with a quick response. One call and we're on it. It's fast, easy, and focused on you. Quick action, real results. Burnett EPA, we're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Save time and money with a PVC fence in a box from Fence Outlet. It comes with everything you need for an average backyard of 120 feet, starting at $2,140. Go to fenceoutlet.com for more information and store locations. License number C10252 and C10803.
Attention taxpayers. If you owe $5,000 or more and have missed another tax deadline, you're officially on the IRS's radar. The IRS has resumed aggressive collections. That means wage garnishments, bank levies, even seizures of your home, car, or retirement accounts. If you owe $5,000 or more and missed the deadline, you're stacking new debt on top of what you already owe. Call Priority Tax Relief now. Their experts fight back fast and are saving their clients millions in tax debt every month.
I owed over $50,000 and they settled it for pennies on the dollar. These guys are as legit as they come.
After speaking on my behalf with the IRS, my entire debt of $25,000 will be eliminated.
Whether you've received collection letters or you're already facing liens and garnishments, call for your free consultation. There are no upfront fees. Priority Tax Relief. Let's make your taxes our priority. Call 800-503-8358. 800-503-8358. 800-503-8358.
Priority Tax Relief.
Summer is still here, and so are those hot summer deals. Wherever you plan your summer vacation, make Crown Kia your first stop. Drive a new Kia K4, just $219 a month, or a new Kia Sportage with a special low 0% APR. Test drive your new Kia today at Crown Kia, the better way to buy and service. Call 1-800-371-0942 for complete details.
Hey, it's Kelvin here for my friends at Zero Res. Call Zero Res Carpet and Air Duct Cleaning today and mention my name, Galvin, to get a free hallway cleaned with 3 rooms of carpet for only $129. Book online at ZeroResTampaBay.com. Zero Res. All they leave is clean.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us too in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
The following is sponsored by Bid My Listing. Selling your home? With Ready, the best real estate agents will pay you up front for your listing. 2, 5, as much as $10,000 just for the chance to sell your home. So when you're ready to sell, give us a call and give us the basic information about your property. We'll notify all those smart agents who signed up with Ready, and within 48 hours, they'll be competing to sell your home. Pick the best one, get thousands up front. Call Ready, 888-551-READY. That's 888-551-REDY.
We put in time, energy, and resources because your case is worth it. Farrah and Farrah, Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You might know nothing, but at least you'll know that thing. Brought to you by Just Call Mo, Tampa's injury attorney. That thing. It's time for That Thing right now on Senning Show.
1, 2, you know what to do.
Words of inspiration. This song is dedicated to the hustlers standing on the curb, smoking herb. Moving weight from the inner city to the suburb. Paranoid in jail, pocket full of Yale. Just waiting on another sale. Sip your beers, wipe your tears, encourage your peers. It's gonna be alright, alright.
Everything is gonna be alright. Sell your dope. Welcome back to Senning Show. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy. Hit us up on social media, X and Instagram, at The John Senning, at Dizzy4Mayor. Don't forget, Diz has got a podcast, Lazy Ass Podcast. Download it, stream it, subscribe to it.
Sell your dope. I love you, baby. Especially when your pockets are tight. I gotta do my thing. Can't find a job because your skin ain't white.
This is a tragic story, and nothing that we say or do is going to change that.
Little inchworm. I hope this letter make you feel just a little bit better. Got your t-shirt thick, your khakis.
And I think when people commit crimes, they automatically start panicking. And that must have been what happened here. And again, at the end of the day, somebody lost their life, and for that, thoughts and prayers. But what the bad people did, we played a little too fast and a little too loose. Real quick, though, I got to tell you about Tiza Energy. You know I'm rocking a banging black cherry. I used to change my flavors all the time. I'm almost only a banging black cherry guy now. I'll do a little bit of mango habanero. I'll do a winter green from time to time, maybe even a peppermint. But I really, really swear by the banging black cherry. I should tell people, because sometimes I give them out at parties or when I'm out and about. It is spicy. I like it for the spice. I like that burn in my jaw, up in that upper decky, as I like to call it. If you are trying to beat a habit, if you're dipping, vaping, smoking, zinning, whatever it may be, even snacking too much, Tiza can help you beat all of those things by stimulating your mouth. I just love it for the energy. That's always been my thing. Rather than pound in a bunch of energy drinks, which I don't think does the same thing, or even too much coffee, this gives me that energy that I'm looking for. You go to TizaEnergy.com, use the code BONE20 for 20% off everything in the online store. Also well-stocked in 7-Elevens, Walmart's, Liquor Depot locations. I realized yesterday the Sunshine Liquor over here on MLK in St. Pete has a great display. No matter how you get it, as long as you get a pouch in your mouth. We love you, Tiza Energy. Why spit when you can swallow?
I've been using it a lot when I'm coaching.
Yeah, dude, things like that. Things when you're doing stuff, I just, I can't. Like now, I I have to have it during the show.
Yeah.
Like I love the way that it feels. I love the way that it makes me feel. And dude, they are blowing up on a whole other level.
Yeah.
I'm not giving away any secrets here, but I think we're close to me not needing to explain too much where you can find Teza. I think within the next year or two, you will be seeing it everywhere. I just sent it to my cousin's husband, who's trying to stop dipping with the wintergreen, and he's loving it. People just love it for a million different reasons. Shout out to everybody over at Teza. Shout out to Dr. Brent Egg and prior to UMD as well.
I like using it, but during the show, you could tell that it's like I talk like an idiot.
You just got a tight little mouth. Is what it is.
I don't want to get.
You got a tight little mouth.
So what do you have?
I got a big old floppy gaping hole in my head that is I can stuff things in there and you don't even know nothing's in there.
Okay.
I could be doing God knows what in the back of my throat.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
I'm the throat goat. That's what is that a term that means something else that I don't know?
That's a term you could use.
Oh
if you
yeah.
want.
Dude, that's how I get all this juice from my Teza is just gliding down my throat. My mouth is so big and wallered out
Yeah, and
that
you
I
gotta
can
swallow that too.
Dude, sometimes I'm rocking 2 pouches. Sometimes I'm double
two Teza loads.
Sometimes I'm taking a double load right in the upper deck, and you can't. Dude, but you got yourself a nice, tight, pretty little mouth, and it just can't take any extra baggage in there when you're trying to talk.
So you don't think you like? I can't break this in.
I don't know. You mean like a baseball glove? Like you just try and work it, oil it up. You know, maybe like do like one of these. Like try to just
do the pop thing.
Stretch it out a little bit. I bet you could. Believe in yourself. If you want to get that tight little mouth stretched out a little bit, and you need my help, you just let me know.
Okay. I'm good for now, but we'll figure it out.
And we're talking only about tea. I feel like you like making this weird.
I'm making this weird.
Yeah, like I feel like you're trying to make it weird.
You called yourself the throat goat.
Well, I'm just saying because of the Tezas that I could put in my mouth and the way that the Teza juice just slides down my throat, that's all I mean by that.
Yeah.
I don't know what else it could mean.
No, there's nothing, no hidden messages.
Yeah, thank you. On the up and up. So I saw the story yesterday, and there was very little information about it, about a body that was found off of the Gandy Bridge. Now, from where we sit right now, this is legit right, I mean, probably less than 2 miles from where we sit right now. And Hillsborough County deputies have arrested 2 suspects in connection with the death of a woman whose body was found off the Gandy Bridge days ago. According to the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, Arnaldo Cintron, he's 42, stabbed Hio Herrera Velez Bonilla. Dude, that was good. You can laugh, but I did really good. It was 42 during an altercation at a home in Riverview. Deputies say Bonilla, who was 37, helped Cintron dispose of the victim's body near the Whedon Island Preserve off of the Gandy Bridge. Investigators arrested Cintron and Bonilla in Riverview yesterday. They previously said the case began just after 9 p.m. last Friday when a man showed up at the District 2 office at the jail on Falkenberg and told a deputy he knew where to find a body in Pinellas County. Locast said the man also disclosed that evidence had been left at other locations throughout Hillsborough County, and all of that ended up being true. These 2 people have now been arrested. So they killed this person out in Riverview. And then I just found it interesting that they left Riverview and decided to come to Whedon Island over here to the Gandy Bridge area to dump the body. And with all respect to the victim in this case, I'm glad that these people are caught. We don't want murderers walking the street. I would like to have been inside the mind of the people who thought that was the best place to dump a body, because the Gandy Bridge is full of boat traffic. It is full of traffic at Whedon Island. Got to be one of the biggest kayaking and recreational areas in all of Pinellas County. You have Gandy Beach right there, which is always full with people on Saturday and Sunday. So I just wondered, what was the thought process when you left Riverview and thought that was the best area? It's also brackish water, so there's probably not going to be any alligators. If you had a vision of something eating the body, it would probably have to be a shark, which I don't know if that's realistic at all in that area. And I have to say, out in the Riverview Fishhawk area, and I'm not telling criminals how to be criminals, I would think there are a million better options to dump a body out there in the middle of nowhere off in that, Fishhawk. There's like a couple different areas. Fishhawk, Lithia area. Like I have friends that live out that way. There's rivers everywhere. There's wild hogs living in all of those woods. And I think they may have left an area that was better fit to dump a body and thought they were doing the right thing by coming over here to our beautiful Weeden Island and dumping a body.
I feel like, yes, but where you want to dump it might be a little harder for wild animals to find it and feed on it if that's the route you're going. I think the obvious one is you get a boat and you drive a mile or two.
Way out. But so let's say for the sake of this argument, you don't have a boat. You've got to get somewhere to dump a body. I would
Alligator Alley.
No, well, that would be
but you got to get over a fence too.
But I think there are places, and again, the more that we talk about this, the more wrong it feels. But I think there are places well within Hillsborough County that are absolutely infested with alligators. Like I think down there in the Riverview Fish Hawk area, I know I've been there. I can't think of it for the life of me. It might even be called Lithia or Fish Hawk, Park. But there are sprawling open areas of greenery with rivers and lakes that I'm sure are just full. First of all, full of gators and pigs, and secondly, not full of people. But this guy also, they had a snitch on their hands.
Yeah.
This wasn't even, I guess that's the part I'm overlooking, is that nobody technically found the body, even though they might have. There was a snitch in their midst, and they ended up going to the police and telling them where they could find the body.
You could also do what kind of the guy in that show you had me, the Florida Man show, whatever it was called. This is Florida, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Where he was like, I just walked out straight from a park and just kept walking and walking, then found a lake in the middle of nowhere. That's where the gators are definitely going to be hanging out.
All of those different things would probably be a better option. And again, not that we need the criminals to be better at their criminal activities, but I think, I don't know if these people had killed anybody before. Let's say it was an altercation and they were just freaking out. They automatically just probably thought, like salt water, like get them to the salt water. So they get on the crosstown from Riverview, from Brandon, and they're just like, as soon as we see the salt water, we're gonna just dump the body in there, and that's the only option in a moment of panic.
Yeah, that seems people. Again, 30 minutes out of Riverview all the way over here is insane.
Yeah,
to do that
when there were probably better options in your own neck of the woods. Riverview getting sleeper. A lot of stories coming out of Riverview. A lot of criminal activity, and I've always said that all the like shootings from road rage incidents are happening over in Riverview. I wonder if I know we got people over there. I wonder if Riverview is becoming a sleeper shady area. I know there's a lot of suburbs and stuff like that, but a lot of crime as well. Setting show, you're on the air. Who's this?
Hey guys, I got a story about working at the restaurant.
All right, hang tight. Setting show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hey, this is Brian. How you doing?
Brian, what's going on, buddy? How are you today?
Hey, doing good, buddy. Hey, are you talking about Alderman's Ford out there in Lithia?
Yeah, that is what I'm talking about. I had been there years ago, and we went on like a hike, and I remember we encountered wild pigs and alligators, and it was a real wild area that I would imagine is closer to Riverview than Gandy.
A lot closer. They are very abundant out there. The alligators and the hogs are very abundant.
Is that where you would dump a body if you had to?
No, I think I would go over to possibly Edward Medard Park, which is very close to that and is very alligator infested.
Yeah, there are so many areas, and I'm not super familiar with that part of town, but it is. I know that there are a lot of areas quite like that, out of the middle of nowhere, big lakes, lots of gators.
Yes, sir. Well, I enjoy the show. Y'all have a great day.
Appreciate it.
Thank
you. Yeah, dude, did you see the video going around of the fake Justin Bieber?
Oh, he went. Is that true? That he went to like
dude,
Vegas or whatever?
I watched a whole breakdown from the DJ that the DJ put on his TikTok. People lost their job. People from the club lost their job. It was this giant party in Vegas, and this dude came through. I will say, looking very much like Justin Bieber.
Okay,
he looks like the new version of kind of methed out, shirtless Justin Bieber. He had sunglasses on. And somebody comes up to the DJ booth and is like, dude, you're not going to believe this. Justin Bieber is in the house, and he wants to do a couple songs. So they bring him up there. The crowd is going absolutely insane. I would have just kept it a secret, kind of. But then sometime after, like once it's done, somebody from the club goes up and is like, you're not going to believe this, dude. That guy was a fraud. That wasn't really Justin. I mean, even sang kind of like Justin Bieber.
I was going to say, was he good at singing?
Well, they were also not playing just the instrumental. They were playing the whole track. So he had an opportunity to kind of just, sneak in and sound fairly decent. But it's a wild video. And the guy said people lost their jobs because of it.
He does not I thought Justin Bieber was tatted up.
This guy was tatted. This guy was tatted.
It doesn't look like that in this photo. It looks like he has like the.
Let me see the photo you're looking at. Yeah, you're kind of right.
Yeah,
you're now looking at it there. But you've been drinking all night. You're in Vegas. They tell you it's Justin Bieber. You're probably gonna believe it.
Especially because you never met the man in person. You go, I guess that's what he looks like.
Yeah, you're just, dude, what a night in Vegas. Setting show, you're live on the air. Who's this? Hello? Thank you. Setting show, you're live.
Hey, Setting show, first time caller.
Oh, appreciate it. Who's this?
James from South Florida.
What's going on, buddy? How are you?
Good. Just on my way from work. I got a story about working at a restaurant.
Yeah, what do you got? Throw it at us. Throw it out. Oh, yeah, sure. We'll throw it out there before we go to break.
So I was working in the back. I was the dishwasher at the time, and it didn't matter if you were the cook or dishwasher's helper or waitress. Everybody smoked on the line. You were a cook. You were flipping burgers. You were whipping mashed potatoes, or you were making spaghetti and meatballs.
Smoking on the line?
On the line. Hey, but I tell you what. We weren't smoking anything but cigarettes in the kitchen. Everything else was outside. How about that?
Are you saying that like that's a good thing or a bad thing? I can't tell what you're trying to. What year is this?
This is about 8 years ago.
Okay, so it was well after people were smoking inside. Like this was after the smoke everywhere movement was over.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, what was this place?
It was a little hole-in-the-wall restaurant. I'm not going to say the name.
Oh, come on. Do you think they're still smoking back there today?
For real?
Okay. I don't know if that was a genius plan. If you didn't mean for it to be genius, it was genius. Because when I asked him to say the name of the restaurant, he said, okay, F it, and then said the name of the restaurant. So he did say that the name of the restaurant was Oliveira's.
Yeah,
is that what he said?
Yeah.
No affiliation with Mike Olivero, who is a very sweet man who does not smoke.
I know. I try to get him to do it.
Yeah. I'm always waiting for him at the door when he leaves every day, and I'm like, man, take a hit of this American spirit, baby.
Come join me and John Brennan, baby.
Yeah. Do not go anywhere. The judge is in. Judge Juicy Joge joins us next. Again, I'm not above objectifying my coworkers. To get to that 300 number in the YouTube today, I don't want to oversell it, but she did have some sort of sporty tennis skirt on today. I don't know if she did it on purpose, but let that be a note. Get into the YouTube chat, 1025 The Bone. More Setting show on the way. And did Joge send me an email secretly picking a fight with me? We'll find out.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
We'll find out next. I love telling you about my good friends at Reese Windows, your trusted source for hurricane impact windows. Now, there's a hurricane out in the Atlantic right now. There's more behind it. You may think, I'll get through this one. Why not get some hurricane impact windows up as quickly as possible? And they're going to come with a double lifetime warranty. What does that mean for you? It means if you sell your home, the warranty transfers, which is going to increase your home's value, and everybody needs that right now. Reese installs most windows in under 8 weeks. So if you're ready to make the smart choice and get a free quote, if you're ready to get a free quote and register to win $15,000 in free windows, all you got to do is text TRUST to 20129. For over 50 years, Reese Windows has been there for you. Keep it locked to 1025 The Bone.
You're listening to Setting Show on 1025 The Bone. It's the time of year when stuff comes back. School, football, hockey, pumpkin spice, and the Bone Bonus. Listen to The Bone for details on how you can win $1,000 5 times a day. The Bone Bonus returns Monday, August 25th. The keywords start at 8 a.m. Come get your cash.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
The best deals under the sun are right here at Jerry-owned Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Get $15,000 off a new Ram 1500 during our bigger, better, faster summer event. Or get 0 down, 0% APR, and no payments for 90 days on new rides. Plus, visit our website and enter for your last chance to win a new Ram 1500. Hurry in now during the Make This Summer Sales event at the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S., Jerry Ohm. Tampa is Ohm Country. Online at jerryohm.com. Call 1-800-840-0798 for complete details.
Let the professionals at Fence Outlet save you time and money. We handle everything from the free estimate to the install. We do it all. And you get 0% financing. So come into Fence Outlet or visit fenceoutlet.com today. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Are you ready to elevate your social game? This is John Senning here for Cava Social Club in downtown Bradenton, your go-to spot for fun and relaxation 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is not just any hangout. It's a community social club with incredible weekly events on Wednesday, karaoke night, where you can unleash that inner rock star. On Thursday, test your knowledge with trivia night, great questions, great prizes, and even better company. You need some relaxation? Well, treat yourself on any one of their many massage nights and let your stress just melt away. Showcase your talents at open mic night or strategize with fellow enthusiasts with the ever popular Sunday Chess Club. The night market is a must visit with local vendors, delicious food, and handcrafted goodies that are sure to make it a night to remember. Dive into the amazing events going on at Cava Social Club today and visit them online at thecavasocialclub.com and on social media at Cava Social Club. Cava Social Club, where your vibe attracts your tribe. Boola, baby!
Many of you know that my inspiration for becoming an accident attorney was my brother Tim, who was rendered a quadriplegic at age 18. I didn't know what a personal injury lawyer was or what they did, but I soon did. Tim was treated terribly by the insurance company, and I became enraged. It was a constant delay and deny. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Tim later worked with me for 27 years. Last year, my hero died at age 65. You can see my eulogy for him by visiting mybrothertim.com. He was one hell of a man. Because of Tim, together we built the largest injury firm in the world, and our clients are treated the way I would want my family to be treated. At Morgan & Morgan, nobody is a nobody and everybody is a somebody. If you need our help, visit forthepeople.com on your phone or computer. See you soon, Tim. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Patrick and Heather from Bolt Electric.
Storm season is upon us again.
We're getting calls from lots of homeowners asking Bolt what they can do
to better protect their home from the next bad storm.
They called the right place.
Bolt electricians are out there right now installing whole home surge protection
that saves your equipment
and powerful whole home generators
that keep your lights on and appliances running through any blackout. Just call Bolt and find out how you can be storm ready
and storm safe.
Online at boltelectric.com.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money Americans in 2025 are now spending on gas in a year, even with lower gas prices. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just for buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code SPORTS to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code SPORTS for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SPORTS for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
Stop. That dog does not want to be petted.
Just a little heads up before something bad happens.
Move your coffee cup away from your computer.
Oh, no. So you can have more control.
Stop. You're texting your boss by mistake.
Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Warning. The cap is loose on that ketchup.
Ugh. Don't wait. You have the power to change the outcome. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning. Juice. The juice is loose. It's JoJo.
Are high. This is Senning Show. Appreciate you being here. Hit us up on social media. Get a follow out there at the John Senning. At Dizzy for Mayor. And the juice is loose at Joanne Petrella.
I'm trying to show some leg to get you guys your.
She is showing leg. I didn't want to cross a line where it felt like I was absolutely objectifying you to get to 300.
Thank you. No, I shaved them.
But the legs are glimmering,
yesterday,
shimmering off of the light.
Oh, thank
you. There is a.
My legs are terrible, by the way. They've got scars all. Like I am so jealous when I see like a beautiful pair of legs.
What happened to them?
Well, they just got beat up.
What part of them? Like
usually my knees.
Yeah. I didn't want to say.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do know what you're. I do know what you're saying. As a fellow throat goat myself, I've been there a time or two. What would you call that type of dress that you have on today?
Sundress?
Like, it's not a sun. I don't think it's flowy enough to be a sundress. I called it a tennis skirt.
Oh, okay. I mean, it doesn't have like. Yeah, it's
I didn't know if there was a name for it.
I think it's called a boner bringer.
Yeah, the boner bringer.
Thank you.
That would be a nice. That would be a good name. We could rebrand.
That.
Yeah, we could rebrand the segment on Tuesdays to the boner bringer with JoJo.
Thanks, you guys are real sweet.
How you doing today, Joj?
Good.
I wasn't sure. I don't know if you heard me. If we were supposed to keep secret the videos we were watching before the.
Yeah, I don't know either, but.
But Joj's reaction to the video, just major mom vibes and how scared she was for everybody.
Oh my God, there was no railing.
That was hunting gators on this boat. She's like, oh no, there's no railing.
That's it. They just fall right in. That's it. They're gone.
So worried about you.
I need something to protect these boys.
You'd never be able to go out there and do that?
Not do it. Like I could go, much like I don't want to golf, but I'll go and drive your golf cart and I'll hang out and I'll take your videos. Like
that's a big gap. There's a big difference between chilling out in nature and watching people hit balls to then, there's blood and guts and gators crashing.
Yeah, I'm not touching it or,
Not super chill. That's all. It's not a chill environment. Like you're just sitting on the back of the boat reading a book and then there's a gator tail flopping around and spinal matter splatter.
I'm used to splatter.
Aren't we all, sister?
308.
308. Oh, we did it, Joe. Our hero. Congratulations.
Oh,
you did. We did it.
Yeah.
You did it. Thank you to everybody who's up in the chat. Jode, you really brought the you really brought the magic here today.
Anything for you, boys.
Thank you. There's only one song that I could play that makes me want to party. Oh,
I don't know what kind of dress this is. Now I feel like I want to find out. It doesn't
I
have
lost my
sleeves.
song.
I heard you guys talking about songs, the Jock Jam stuff.
Oh my
today
God,
with
yes.
Johnny, and it just brought me back to
Same.
the 2 Unlimited. When you mentioned that, I was like, oh my God, different time.
We did all of our cheerleading dances to that.
308. Thank you. 316. Just because, and again, I'm not here for objectification, but because we got here, somebody did say, "Can we get a spin, Jode? Can we get a spin?"
Yeah.
I just like in my chair.
Whatever
No,
feels
get up and give
comfortable.
them a spin.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can sit on it and spin, or stand up and spin. Yeah. 327. Joe just dropping it low.
Yes, I can. My knees might break if I try to.
The big
Hold the table as you do it.
Oh yeah.
I'll never get back up.
Thank you, seriously. Thank you, Joe. Thank you to everybody.
Thank you all for listening and following.
Drew Garabo coming up next.
Yeah.
Let's go. We're done for today.
We're out. We hit our mark. We're out of here. But seriously, thank you. That means we'll all cherish this moment for about 5 minutes, and then it's on to 400.
Yeah.
That's fine.
400
We're going to
is
get to 5 next week.
Yeah. JoJo's hotter than a $2 pistol in Brooklyn, baby.
Oh, thank y'all so much.
Yeah. JoJo is the party. JoJo, show your feet.
I am a good time.
Holy JoJo.
I charge to show my feet.
Rightfully so. This is a great pre OnlyFans thing here. Like you get to take a peek at things, and then when she's ready to launch the OnlyFans, you'll be ready for it.
I'm sweating.
Yeah, good. Thank you. Seriously, 342. Damn, we may hit 400 today. Vroom, vroom. I don't want to. Here's the thing. I think I've been trapped. I think I've been trapped by something that you sent me. I think I have no way to bring this up. Now, here's the.
I sent it to you?
Yes. Now, here's the first thing.
I forget what I sent.
You could just be sending things because we've had talks before. You go,
yeah.
Well, I see stuff and then I send it to you.
Yes, I do.
And then I don't want you say things like, well, I don't ever want to have had somebody else sent it, and you're like, what the hell is she sending me this for?
Yeah, I don't want people to be annoyed.
And I always say, just send it. I say, just send whatever you have. So the first parameter, the first possibility is that that's what happened here. Is that you just saw it and you thought it would be good for conversation.
Yeah.
The second one
or
is
funny.
Funny.
Yeah.
Second option with this,
I don't know
with this
which
article
one
is that you were sending me a direct message and you wanted me to know.
Maybe subconsciously I did.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third option is it's a full-blown setup where you wanted me to bring it up. So
Did
that
he tell you already?
No.
Oh.
So you can then tell me that if I feel some sort of way about it, then that's on me. That I'm the problem and that I'm subconsciously feeling guilty.
I think probably all of that is accurate. I don't know what video.
It wasn't a video. You sent me a story late last week that says 15 phrases people say when they don't actually like you.
Oh, I just thought it was very interesting.
It is very, very interesting. But
Yeah,
I
I thought
couldn't. And again, this is us working through our whatever it is we have between us, where we don't expect anything.
We're getting to 400. JoJo's stripping.
The jacket is off. The shoulders.
It's very hot in here.
Are out.
I did
That's-
my hair today, you guys.
That's you. That's all you. So you sent me 15 phrases people say when they don't actually like you.
Yes.
Not to say, I feel like you've done these things to
No,
me.
I'm sure we've all done them. I've done them.
Okay.
Yeah. I just thought it was an interesting
it is.
conversation piece.
It absolutely is. And I'm going to run through a couple of them.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I don't believe them because I do think these are things that I've said, and I don't really hate that many people at all.
I don't think it's a hate thing. I think it's just like you're trying to be nice and say
what you think you should say.
Right. Even though you might not want to say it in that particular moment.
The first one, we should totally hang out sometime.
Yes.
That's something somebody says when they actually secretly hate you.
I think for some
what if I
people,
mean
yes,
it?
but also you're trying to be polite.
No, yeah, I was going to say, I think that's just a filler thing.
Some of these
For me.
I did take personally. I will tell you that.
Oh, well, then that's a you
and
problem.
This was the one that I took personally.
Okay.
Because I think I've said this to you. I'm just really bad at texting.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
You have.
He says that all the time to me.
You know who else says that to me?
Diz.
No.
JoJo.
Yeah.
The other.
Which he's not. He's very good at texting.
Yeah.
So he's just a liar.
Everybody is when they want
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah.
But I'm not the best texter.
When you want to be, you are.
When he's there, but he is not the best texter.
But you aren't either.
I'm a lot better than you.
That is not true at all. Like
What are we doing
I
right
will
now?
tell you. I'll tell you
The
this.
lying
I
hour?
will tell you this, without exaggeration. As far as people that are in the immediate circle of my life, you are the worst texter.
Me?
Yes.
That's not true.
Yes.
You don't believe that.
Yes, I do.
You do not believe that.
I absolutely, dude. I'll get a response, but I don't know how long it could be. And here's the thing: pot, meat, kettle. I'm the bad guy. I'm worse than you. Yes.
You just said you weren't. That was what spawned this. You know what? We can make it up.
I'm
401.
I'm giving you. We're at 401.
401.
Oh damn!
Let's
Oh
go. Drop
damn!
that track.
Oh damn! Is it?
Drop that track.
Oh man! It's stand by.
JoJo, get on the table and dance.
401.
Oh, man. I don't know.
Oh no!
Oh no! Don't let the 401
Oh,
go.
God, I got
Oh
excited.
no! Oh, we all got excited. Oh,
That's not the same.
this isn't it.
That's
No.
not the same. Come on, before the.
Oh, this
401.
isn't it. Yeah! 401, son. You can plan every great bit. You can put all the love you want into a show, and none of it can match JoJo's supple, sweet legs.
I need to learn the words.
Yeah, it's not important. It's not
I feel like I heard abuela.
Dude, now if we want to just keep things on brand, I think we got to get to 420 at least.
420 at least.
Oh, yeah.
420 just to
Smoke
keep
them
it.
if you got them, you guys.
But not. Let us not get lost here. You think you're a good texter, Diz?
Yes.
I think you're pretty decent.
Thank you.
You have gotten so
text at
much
weird
better.
Times. He texts us at weird times. Not like when I say weird times, I won't be like, "Oh my god, you text me too late." It'll be like I'm at the coaching job, so then I'm not on
And
my
maybe
phone
that's
for
what
hours.
it is. Maybe that's
Stuff
what.
like that.
Maybe that's what it is.
Or sometimes I'm with Nicole and she yells at me if I even grab my phone. I'm like, all right.
I was gonna say I feel the same way about you in that it like when you're on, you're on. Like it's either you're on your phone and we're going back and forth in real time, or I don't know if I'm ever going to hear back from you. Which, Joj, you're available. Which
I try
you
to
should,
be.
You should tout that.
But I
It means
also
you're a good
try
friend.
not to be on it as much in front of my kid, even though whatever.
And that's a tough one. And I try when I get home, really when Danielle gets off work, I try to put my phone up.
Yeah.
Just because it's very easy in this job to get stuck on your phone, whether you're just looking at stuff, whether you're thinking about the show tomorrow. It's just easy in this world to get lost in your phone. So I try not to do it. But I also am just bad at it. And I'll
You've gotten much better.
I'm first place, Dizzy second place.
In being bad.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, out of just people in this room. Yeah.
He's saying he's first at being bad, and you're second at
out
being
of
bad.
people that I text.
Okay.
Out of people that I text.
Okay. Who's better at texting, me or Drew?
Drew.
Yeah, Drew's pretty good.
Drew
at
is,
texting.
I will tell you, the thing about people like Drew, and I put him in the same category with my dad, the problem with people that are so good, if we're texting and like if I were to shoot him a text and it went like 4 hours without hearing back, I would go, well, something terrible's happened. Like same thing with my dad. Like those are just two people that I know if I text, I'm getting a text back within 5 minutes, 99% of the time. So, that's
good.
That is good. And I'm sure, Joj, if I texted you more, you'd probably be in that same group.
That's rude.
I'll start. Well, no, I just don't know that we text enough for.
Well, I
me
can
to-
start.
Yeah,
I'll be
start.
blowing you up.
Fire it up.
Okay.
Fire it up.
We're gonna FaceTime you.
Good. I'm just really
Oh,
bad
we
at
can't
texting.
FaceTime you because you have a green bubble.
Well, we have a thing.
I'm bad at answering calls. I'll be the first to tell you that because my phone's always
Most people
on
don't
silent.
call anymore.
Nobody's answering a phone call. Like that is about as 20.
I'll usually text
24.
you. Like you actually, when I was going through the car trouble, he had called me. I
Yeah.
didn't see it. And I text him. I go, did you mean to call me?
Yeah.
Because I just assume it's a butt dial whenever anyone
Well,
calls me.
with very specific situations will I call. I'm not a big caller. I'm not a big answer of calls. And I hate when people do it, but I'm guilty of it. Like someone will call me and then I'll wait like 5 minutes and I go, oh, sorry, I missed your call. What's going on? When really it's, hey, there's no way in hell I'm talking on the phone right now. Can we handle this in a text?
Yeah, I get that.
In a text
So I
platform?
feel like that probably falls on the list somewhere here.
Probably.
Yeah.
Let's catch up soon. Something that like these
No.
feel like
Did you watch The Hunting Wives?
Yes.
I feel like all of this is that.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, sweetheart. Let's catch up real soon.
Dude, did you like it?
Loved it.
Dude, it was you didn't watch
scissoring?
it. You didn't watch it yet, right?
No.
Dude, yeah. It's a good show. I mean, it's got murder, mystery, it's got serious lesbianic activity. It's got older women having sex with high school boys. It's really it's all over the place.
I think he was 18, though.
Right. Sorry, I wasn't trying to paint anybody as a pedophile here. Or
He
anything.
was- he was legal.
No. Dude, this one, I don't know if it hurts, but also people say it when they mean it. So how did it make this list? You're so funny.
It's all in how you
Is
say
that
it,
how
baby.
you say?
It's all in how you say it.
You're so funny.
Oh, you're so funny.
Sometimes
that
it's
was a good one.
genuine.
That was a good one. Do it again.
You're so funny.
No,
That's like condescending.
That is energy. That is condescending energy. Sometimes it's genuine, but other times it's used to laugh off things that make people uncomfortable. If you notice someone always saying this after you make a point or share something, they might be deflecting. I've just been super busy.
I think
If
that's
someone has
pretty
said that
honest.
to you,
Also, they might hate you, but it is honest.
that's the thing. Can you not have been any of these things? Can you not be a bad texter? Can you not be busy? Like, does
Yeah,
that,
that's what I'm saying. I feel like hate is a strong word, but yeah.
Dude, I will tell you, this one, hate is a strong word, but if I'm saying this, there's a good chance that I'm not feeling the conversation.
Oh, let's guess it. Let's
yeah.
guess it. Let's guess. What do you think it is?
I don't know. I was just going to try to
just-
think if he ever said it to me.
Oh.
No. Probably not. Maybe, though. Maybe. I think I say it. I hear myself say it to callers, and I hear myself saying it maybe like during
Buddy. Something with buddy.
No.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you.
That's
Pal.
That's interesting.
Oh, yep.
Oh, interesting.
I feel like if I
I do that to my child.
I feel like I look at my text messages. It's all
It's all just interesting.
Interesting. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Exclamation mark.
I'm like, sorry, I'm so bad at texting.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And I'll go to Nicole like, John's loving this.
Yeah.
I cannot.
Dude, he thinks
We're
I'm
we're
thinks
best
I'm so
friends.
interesting. This one is a little weird. I'm just not in the right headspace right now.
Oh.
I mean, it seems like somebody's probably making an excuse not to talk to you, but
Yeah.
used occasionally, it's fair. But when this phrase appears every time you try to deepen a friendship or express interest, it's often a way to push you back without confrontation. It's almost like you're weaponizing your mental health to make people leave you alone.
Oh, I'd do that probably.
Who's the worst texter in the whole lineup?
Probably me.
What lineup?
Like the
everyone.
bone? The
Yeah,
bone?
The bone lineup.
It's
Who's
probably
the worst to text. Well, for you, it has to be someone else.
And this is per everybody. I would imagine it's got to be Mike Calta. I mean, if you polled the people that text him regularly.
I feel like I want to text everyone right now
and see who responds back. I don't know. I don't have enough of a sample size with everybody
I think
else.
if you have these legs, how many can see these legs?
Yeah.
Then it'll get you a good response.
That is true.
I don't know.
With the legs,
Or maybe
do,
just to make me put them away. But either way, I don't know who's bad.
I would say Mike and Carmen.
Yeah, I don't text them enough to know. I just hear other people say.
Gio's not great, but also again, I think it's about like the timing of
yeah.
texting him and what he's doing.
At that exact time.
Yeah.
Let me run. I'm going to rapid fire some of these real quick so I can get to something else we wanted to throw at you. I'm just really focusing on myself right now.
Oh, that's.
I get that.
You get that?
No.
Oh, that's kind of a rude thing. Like, hey, you're not worth the time right now.
But also but I respect that if like that's what somebody would. I don't want you to not make me feel important if
that's such a weird line
you're
to
not.
use. To say, I'm working on myself right now. I can't talk.
I can't talk.
What?
Yeah, I'm a mess. You don't deserve a mess. I got to fix me first.
I guess she must use it a lot.
Spoken from a real mess.
From a real mess, yeah.
Someone say the whole damn mess. You're such a unique person. You're such a unique
That's
person.
like saying, "Oh, bless your heart."
That is very bless your heart,
Yeah.
Desk. I never know what you're going to say next.
Oh, that sounds like something JoJo would say to someone.
Yeah.
I heard JoJo's voice when that was said.
Did she say that to me?
No.
Oh,
I don't
to
think.
everyone. To everyone.
Yeah.
Because
I just
that's
never know what you're gonna say next. That's like a JoJo line.
yeah, and it's a dig at you for the stuff that comes out of your mouth.
Maybe it was me.
I think it was. I think I've heard it from Joj. Along the same vein of everything else we brought you or said to you on the list, I totally forgot to text you back. Which some people forget.
That's good, but also I do use that as a lie, and also it's true.
But it is also a thing,
Yeah.
like the phenomenon of reading a text and then maybe being in a moment where you're not going to respond or you don't know what to say, and then you just kind of you know what I mean? Like, it's not it is an excuse.
I
but
did,
it
but I got a phone call when I was reading your message. So then my screen went away.
It happens.
And
That's
then
the thing.
it takes you out of
Exactly.
it. And
Yeah.
I just totally forgot to go back until this morning. And I was like, oh my God, I never responded to him.
I'll get a text back from someone, like a question mark, and then I'll go to the message, and it'll just have my message without the send. I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
I
I've
never
done
sent
that.
it. Yeah.
Pull it up.
So JoJo hates Dizzy.
Yeah,
You're too good for me. That seems like a relationship.
That sounds
thing.
like a cop-out.
That's like that is the other thing was it's not you, it's me.
Yeah, it sounds
that's
like a
general.
cop-out.
I don't want to ruin our friendship. Well, that seems like somebody who's trying to bang too. Oh yeah, romantic tension. I don't want to ruin our friendship. And I think you're great, but anything after the but. What do they say?
Yeah.
Anything before the but doesn't count.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not racist, but hear me out.
Man, I'm not racist, but man, when these crosses get to burning on the front lawns, they look really beautiful. That is all of them. So that was just a nice thing that you sent along. There was no pointed message behind that.
Oh,
Is that
I
what
just
you're
thought
saying?
it was a nice little conversation.
Yeah, it really was. Thank you. And look at it, brought us to this moment right here. The other thing I wanted to throw at you, and we'll get into some offerings from listeners in the next segment. But we had a discussion about this time yesterday, and I don't think you found yourself in this situation. But I also look at you as someone who has like the ultimate mama bear energy, where like if somebody messes with your kid, like it's on. Like I'll go back to the thought of the guy who grabbed Everly when she wanted to get into the money machine
at Chuck E. Cheese.
At Chuck E. Cheese,
Yeah.
and you kind of having this moment of being enraged.
Yeah.
We were talking about parents who have children who are being bullied, and there was a story about a woman who went and confronted the bully and ended up beating the hell out of her daughter's bully with a Stanley Cup. She was like 14 years old and beat the hell out of her. And I just kind of was surprised, sharing my feelings that I was surprised that more mamas with that mama bear energy or dads don't go beat the hell out of bullies. And I can't help but feel like if you talk to the teacher and talk to the kid's mom, let's say like 5 years down the road, you wouldn't be above going up to a school and choking a bitch.
I'm more inclined to beat the mom's ass.
I guess you got to do that.
Versus a child.
Yeah, that would be
Or
better.
confronting the parent.
The other thing is, too, you have a career and a life.
Well, and it's wild how fast things either do or do not flash in your mind.
Yeah.
In those, like, in that moment when the guy grabbed my girl and, like, yanked her back, I was so fixated. I wanted to go and tackle him. Like,
yeah.
that's
what you hear about from parents. It's almost like this blackout rage.
100%. But in that same instant that I was looking at him and watching this happen and going toward him, I also saw the look of, who is this man grabbing me?
Right,
like
right.
that panic in my chest. So then immediately my
emotions.
Thank you.
Feelings.
We figured it out.
Whatever was taking me to her.
Right.
Instead
Like worried
of
about
him.
her
Yes.
and her feelings and everything that goes into it.
Yes.
It's
My
so-
priority was her and not kicking his ass.
It's so funny because my mom still tells me this story to this day about a time when I was little. I think I was like 4 or 5 years old, and she was at Kmart, and she was she needed to use the payphone, and she was standing behind a woman, and I was fussing. I was fussing behind this lady, and the lady on the payphone said, "Sorry, I can't hear you. There's this screaming brat right behind us." And the way, and I don't remember, but the way my mom tells the story is that she lost her mind on this lady like a psychopath and proceeded to cuss her out and follow her around the Kmart for an extended period of time. And I think of little instances like that.
Oh, I'd have
where
been like,
it's not a big
screaming brat?
It's
You
not
think
the
that's a
biggest
screaming
deal.
brat? Oh, I'd have been up making
Yeah.
noise in her face.
It's just when you question someone's kid or you push someone's kid, I mean that physically or mentally, I think that there is a reaction from most parents where they will and are capable of losing their effing mind.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's a real thing.
Now I don't think Diz brought it up. I was waiting for
But
him to
I would
say it
also
again.
go into that rage if we were out somewhere, and it's not a good thing because I know one of these days I'm just going to get my ass kicked. But if I saw, and I know you're capable of taking care of yourself, there's just something in me.
You are very motherly.
That I would feel the need to run my mouth or yell at somebody if you guys were being like accosted or somebody was being rude to you or whatever. Like I hate that I do it, but I also can't help.
Where was all
But
this
speak up.
aggression and all that when that one kid was macking on your daughter?
Yeah.
Just kissing all over her and pimping her out.
Okay,
You were quiet as a mouse then.
Thank you, Diz. Thank you.
What is that? That's not bullying her.
That is a little different.
Oh, so it's better to pimp her out than bully her.
I didn't pimp her out.
No,
she's got she's a strong, independent woman.
She
if she
is.
wants to be, if she wants
She
to be
loves
kissed
him.
on the,
She told me.
Oh, okay.
Is that still a thing?
They're school married.
They're school married?
Yeah.
So this kid is still around.
Yeah, yes.
What
It's
do
so
they
funny.
do? Is he bringing her gifts? Is he?
Wait, it was so funny. I guess I could.
Do you see him and go, oh, is that my son-in-law?
I do not.
Oh my gosh.
Because I think that's funny, but I also don't know the reaction. But yesterday when I was picking Everly up from aftercare, I didn't know that he was at the aftercare that she is at. And so I see his mom come in and I said, oh my gosh. I said, Everly, did you say hello? This is Mrs. So-and-so. And Liam's, because I didn't know that she saw him to remember like who she was. And she goes, oh yeah, you guys are moving. And like was having this conversation with this woman because he must have told them they were moving into a new house. Told her that they were moving. And I was like, how did you know that they were? Oh, he told me they were moving into a new house. I said, where did you see him? Oh, after school. I said, I didn't know you. Oh, yes. That's my boyfriend.
So they're like having much deeper
emotional. They have these conversations.
They're in on each other's lives. And dude, that is.
Can't stifle that.
You really can't, man. It's not for the faint of heart. You parents out there.
It's a lot.
Like little things like that. Like just if I was, and it probably not, because I'm a softie at the end of the day, but it would kill me inside.
Well, but I also don't want to make things a big deal or a bigger deal than they need to be, right? So and I've learned that just from being when you're told you can't do something or told you can't date somebody or be with somebody, or
that's what makes you want to do it
even more.
Yeah.
So for me, I will try to like support and make light of situations.
That's probably your best bet.
I don't know.
I think, and until you have to, start beating them off with a stick,
right?
Not like beating them off.
Yeah. With a Stanley.
I fear monger. I said, if you start kissing on them, you're gonna get cooties and die from it.
Yeah, that's another path.
Yeah,
you'll die a slow, painful death.
Yeah.
With one kiss. Do not go anywhere. We got plenty more for Judge Juicy Joj when we come back. Some offerings from listeners. There's one really juicy one, no pun intended, that stems from preparing for your divorce when there's no sign of a divorce happening. We'll see what Judge Juicy thinks about that and a bunch more coming up next on more Sending Show. Again, thank you all so much, including Joj, for helping us get not over 300, over 400 on the YouTube stream. You can still check that out at the 1025 The Bone YouTube. Sending Show is streaming live. We'll be back. Keep it locked to 1025 The Bone. I am sleeping like a baby because my house is actually frigid the way that I like it. And that is thanks to Hawkins Service Co., who came out initially just to do an AC tune-up. It turns out I needed this little piece replaced that helps pull humidity out of the air. Now it's crisp and cool. I'm not sweating in the middle of the night. My peaceful home is just that. And I got a variable speed pool pump from my friends at Hawkins and Pentair, which is I'm able to control my pool settings right from my phone. I can turn the lights on. I don't have to worry about that little timer circle thing that feels like it's from the Ice Age. And right now you can get $250 off a variable speed pool pump from Hawkins. You can also get $1,500 off a new system replacement on the AC. They got tons of specials going on. If you're not taking advantage of any of them and it's your first time using Hawkins, let them know that you heard about them on Sending Show, and that's 10% off right there. Book it. They handle plumbing, electrical, HVAC, even pool repair. 813-445-8209. You can even book online at hawkinsserviceco.com. Reliable, professional, Hawkins. One call handles it all.
You're listening to Sending Show on 1025 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 1025 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Fence Outlet customer Jean said,
Fence Outlet made the process easy. The team was very detailed. My fence was done right by getting all the needed permitting and finding my property pins. I've had so many compliments on my new fence.
Go to fenceoutlet.com to book your free estimate. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
And now, breaking news. You leaving me. Your state-of-the-art 65-inch 4K smart television. For going out with friends and not staying in to watch TV. Sources confirm that is a terrible decision. Picture-in-picture mode. Do your friends have that? Can they simultaneously stream live sports and extreme baking shows? How about I make everything sepia? Whatever you want, I'll do it. Just don't put me on standby.
Don't listen to your TV. Head out with your friends and grab some ice-cold Heinekens. Must be 21 plus to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
John Setting here. Are you ready to win $15,000 in new Impact windows from Reese Windows? Well, pick up your phone right now and text the word TRUST to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
Jersey College is a nursing school where faculty know how to give you the resources and support you need with encouragement and real connection.
Hi, my name is Ebony and I'm a graduate of Jersey College. I felt like Jersey College truly cared about me. This experience was a life changer for me. It's a great feeling. You have to try. Don't doubt yourself. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Classes are enrolling now at our campuses in Tampa, Largo, Brooksville, Naples, and Port Charlotte. Apply now at jerseycollege.edu.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we're fixing the unfixable. Combining the use of robotics and an endoscope, our expert neurosurgeons are performing spinal fusion surgeries more safely and effectively than ever before, with smaller incisions which lead to quicker recovery times for patients. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic, you know where to go.
College football is back this Saturday with Farmageddon in Ireland. Don't miss out on all the betting on the Hard Rock Bet app. It's the first real game of the year, and you can get it at Hard Rock Bet. Preseason football might not be the real thing, but on Hard Rock Bet, you can bet like it is. One player cashed a $6 parlay for $33,000 last week. All you need to do is download the app or go to hardrock.bet. Get your friends in on the action, refer them to Hard Rock Bet, and you'll both get a $50 bonus bet. Download the app now and start winning. Brought to you by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 888-ADMIT-IT.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America. Fighting for you, Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
Worried about market losses? If headlines are keeping you up at night, it's time to take control. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I know you've worked hard to save. But in times like these, what if can turn into what now? If you're planning to retire or are in retirement, you need a strategy that helps protect your future. At Trajan Wealth, you can capture market gains, protect your account from losses, and guarantee income for life. Right now, you could receive a bonus of up to 30% or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. You heard me right. An upfront bonus of up to 30% or annual growth of up to 10%, all guaranteed to boost your lifetime income in retirement. Don't leave your future to chance. Plan with confidence. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company, DBA, in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, Winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Certified fresh, and what critics are calling the best movie of the year, period. 28 years later with Ralph Fiennes, Aaron Taylor Johnson, and Jodie Comer, and directed by Academy Award winner Danny Boyle, is now available to watch on digital.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Your heart is lonely for me.
Welcome back to Senning Show, 800-771-1025.
I quit chilling with the hombres to lay in bed and make you sing like Beyonce. Them other brothers must be doing it the wrong way, cause you said you love it when I put it in the long way. Hey, I'll be the king of all.
We're live on YouTube. Hit us up on social media. Judge Juicy, JoJo in the building. I saw right when we were coming back. I love these. It has to have happened over the span of the last 3 years. And maybe it's just when these publications are looking for something fun to write, they just make this up. Because I don't know that people are actually using them in the real world. Like terms for things in the dating world that were never really called anything ever before. Quit monkeying around when it comes to the feelings and hearts of your lovers. Everyone knows at least one person in their life who's never single and swings from one to the next. This is now being called monkey barring or monkey branching, which is the act of clinging to one partner while ensuring you have another lined up whenever you're ready to make the swing to the next. Too terrified of ever flying solo, these serial daters stick with one mate right up until the time the next is within reach. Not to be confused with polyamory or an open relationship. It is when you, they say, there's a lot of sneakiness and betrayal in this. Monkey barring and polyamory, fundamentally different. But some people just can't be alone.
Are they the same as fronting when you have a happy wife in life and go, still going to risk it?
If the person that you're willing to risk it for has one arm,
okay,
then that is the full Fronty. Yeah, that is the full Fronty move. If they have both arms, that's called something else. I don't know what it is.
I think it's sweet that didn't even matter. You know, just a person is a person is a person, you guys.
Oh, that is an interesting. Why is nobody looking at that element? Why is nobody saying, what a sweetheart on Michael Fronty that he didn't even think twice about this?
I mean, I'm not saying the whole infidelity thing is cool. I'm just saying the fact that, you know, he just doesn't discriminate.
Dude,
or do you think it's something I think you said it, that it's like easy target.
Easy to, or a kink.
Oh, yeah.
Like what did he make her do you nub? Like what was she? Like was she just she's like, give me another one of those classic nub rubs, baby.
Nub rub.
You know the spearhead man needs a nub rub. My wife's out of town. Let me get a nub rub.
Is that what you think he sounds like?
I don't know.
He's not singing?
It's the sound of nub rubs coming down. I'm not really sure. I think he's going to beat this, though. I think, he's coming to town soon. I don't know if he's going to cancel all of his tours and all of that. I think it's just, the worst part about it is that she was kind of under his wing. That's the beef. Yeah. That's the problem. Not that he cheated.
He says it was all consensual. So people need to stop.
See, but can it be truly consensual in a
'cause
situation like that?
How old is she when they start dating?
I think she's 18, but here's
she's 18 now?
No, she was 18 then, I think.
Yeah, she's 20-something now.
She's 20-something now. But kind of what I was touching on yesterday is that when your whole existence within the situation that you're in is directly connected to that other person, like, is saying no as simple as saying no. Like if he comes on to her repeatedly and then
I think in
she goes
today's
away.
day and age, yes.
Maybe. And I don't think
30,
nobody knows.
40, 50 years ago, no.
Yeah, Mad Men times you had to just deal with it.
Yeah, you wanted to be somebody, that's what you did. But I think you know better.
But you don't know.
10 years ago, you know better.
But you don't know. But like even if you know, you don't know. Like in that moment, it's everything.
But it's
you've
still
ever
a choice that you're making.
It
It's either
is.
worth it for you to take it or it's not.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like you in
And
that
if you
moment
choose
don't
to
have
take it,
an answer.
Then that's your choice. Nobody, unless he forcefully, and unconsciously made her do things, then she chose, or anybody chooses that path because whatever, you feel special, you're in the moment, you're getting a tour, you're doing what you want to do and playing music. Those are all choices that you make.
I gotta say, Joj has the most anti-women stances ever. Between
It is pretty crazy.
Between the who was it that she was simping so bad for? Was it Jay-Z for a minute?
Jay-Z,
That
yeah,
was
yeah,
the
yeah.
And look what happened.
the one.
Yeah.
But you
Well, it's
have
still
to
going on.
You
But
have
is
to
it?
appreciate the gravity of an 18-year-old girl who is out there living her dream, and all of this happens because of Michael Franti. And then Michael Franti comes on to you. Like you.
How do you know
can,
that he came on to her?
Well, you can say that. Well,
I'm sure that being in close quarters and touring together, but it makes you feel it's like being at work every day with us. You build a relationship with these people. You talk to them. You're the only ones that are together all day, every day. Like relationships do form. I'm not saying that he didn't do anything wrong. I wasn't there. I don't know. But I think the majority of the time, people want their careers furthered. They like the lifestyle. Everything is okay until it doesn't benefit them anymore.
so what's a couple nub rubs amongst friends is what you're saying?
I'm saying it was okay for her until it wasn't okay.
I think, and I'm sorry to go here.
And
I'm sorry to go here, but you also have a daughter. So if she was 18 years old and the biggest boss of wherever she's working, whether it's as a musician or in an office building, is making some sort of advances towards her, like
I hope I raised a good enough, strong enough girl that she knows better and makes a better decision for her. And also, if she doesn't make that decision, then she can't come back at him 15, 20, 30 years, whatever it is later, and try and blame whatever she's feeling on him. Listen, I made a lot of stupid mistakes. I did a lot of things and people that I shouldn't have done.
JoJo.
I don't blame them for that.
I guess there's something to that. There's something to the personal
Whether I was
responsibility.
18 or 28 or 38, I made those decisions, and whatever the outcome of that was, I had a choice going into it. I had a choice coming out of it. Now, if I didn't have a choice in the situation, then that's completely different, and I don't know that to be Nub's case. It could have been, it could have not been. But it doesn't sound like it was. And from reading what he wrote and his statement that, he put out, it doesn't seem like it was.
Well, right. What else is he going to say?
Well, the weird part is that she
nothing.
She like promoted a song at the end of it, and
That's not a great look.
Not a
that
great
is
look.
not
Right.
that is not a.
That's when I
a great
go,
look.
what do you really want here?
And then that's
To
what
be
I
famous.
feel like it takes away from the women that are forced into situations and not given a choice in situations, and they maybe made the wrong choice. Maybe it wasn't a good one. Maybe you didn't like it. Maybe it didn't turn out the way that you wanted to, but it doesn't mean that you need to come after this man. By the way, his wife knew.
She did. She did. Like we got
Back
this
in the-
news
back-
all
yeah, this
much
is-
much later.
Right.
I gotta say, the wife better looking.
Well, and that's yeah, two hands.
And
though. Yeah, I mean, who wants that in the whole
Guys are
mess?
such jerks.
It's a lot harder for a woman to get a hold of you when she's only got one hand. You get yourself in some trouble. She can be able to grab you, take you to the ground, whatever it may be. Very interesting, Joj. I'm always enamored by your opinions on things like this.
She's passionate.
Yeah, she is.
When she gives her view, she's very passionate. You're not talking her
No,
to the
no.
side. In fact, you're an idiot. For
Yeah,
being on
no,
that side.
she's got a big sticker on her desk that says #BelieveNoWomen.
Yeah.
And,
No. Believe no one.
no, there you go. That's good enough.
I don't discriminate.
All right. I've got some things that people have sent to me. If you want to, or you have something for Judge Juicy that's relationships, sex, parenting, life at all, that we can have a conversation about and ultimately let Judge Juicy have a ruling on, feel free to send along to Diz at Dizzy for Mayor, me at the John Senning at theboneonline.com. And this one is interesting because I think a lot of people find themselves in situations such as this, and I think I was kind of in it as well for a bit. I've been dating my girlfriend, dear Judge Juicy. I've been dating my girlfriend for 3 years. She's constantly bringing up marriage. The problem is I love her, but I'm just not ready to be married. I don't want to lose her, but I also don't want to get married just because it's time. Am I being selfish or am I being smart?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I've never been married, but I don't know. I don't know what the difference is for people with that. Like, is it just the title of being married? Is it a convenience as far as financially to be married?
You never had that in your life? Like, you never had that that thing? I mean, I don't think it's crazy to say that women more than men have that thing, this bubbling feeling that they have to be married or want to be married, or whether it stems from envisioning a fairy tale wedding, all of those things. Like, I think that it's not the hottest take to say women more than men
they
have
plan
a desire
it.
to get married.
Yeah. Are you asking me if I've had that?
I'm just asking you.
Oh, no, I never really had it. I've never been, I mean, my parents have been married and they have a great marriage, almost 50 years. So it's not like I had a bad,
yeah.
I don't know. The older that I get and the longer that I am on my own, and now I have a child to factor into things. And so I don't know. It doesn't, to me, that doesn't define a relationship.
Right.
So I don't know why people put pressure on others to get married if they don't want to or they're not ready. I think that will be your demise because you're going to force them into doing something and then they're going to, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my
Resent you?
Thank you. I was going to say
Dude,
regret.
I'm a JoJo whisperer today. Dude,
I was going to say regret, but they may also do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think people need to stop pressuring people and let them come. But I also don't know what that, like, you and Danielle were not married for a long time. Did she want that? Was she forcing you?
It was never. So I've shared the story before in the past that there was a period of time, I don't remember what year it was, but we were living down in Parrish and we had a rough patch. I left the state. I went and lived in Georgia for a couple months. She ended up moving to Georgia to be with me, and we had a lot of tough conversations. At that point, I think we had been together maybe 7 or 8 years. So, when we sat down and had those conversations about, what are we going to do to get on the same page, it was never we need to be married, but I think it was clear enough to me that like there needed to be a future, there needed to be, and that was just as much me. I was dragging ass through life. I was unmotivated. I had felt like my radio dreams weren't going to happen.
I think
and all
that's
that.
different.
Well, it was, but I think it was in the conversation. And again, she never said it, and it still took 3.5 years for me to eventually propose.
And I say that's separate, but it's really not, because I think especially as men, you want to be stable.
Right.
You want to be ready to provide for a family and be able to take care of a family and be the breadwinner of a family. I think it's just an innate thing, even though times have changed.
Yeah. And you do have to people always say, they say it about getting married and they say it about having kids, you're never going to be ready. And I always that's just a dumb thing people say so that you have kids and get married. I don't know that you ever will. I don't know that you'll ever be as ready as you want to be. And by the
you
time
get ready.
Yeah, you have because
you
have to.
Right.
So, I don't think it's wrong for marriage to be important. I think at that point everybody's got to make some tough decisions on how far you're going to let this go. You're going to let this guy walk away because he's not getting married? Are you going to let her walk away because you won't get married? I think probably individually you just have to decide how high up the
I definitely think a tough conversation needs to be had, and maybe, I don't want to say like to put a time limit on it, but if it is maybe career driven, like he's not exactly, or they're not exactly where they want to be, then I think having an open conversation about that. But I think that if you're being pressured into doing anything that you don't want to do or that you're not ready to do, I don't think that that's a good situation or somebody that is willing to compromise and also care for you in the ways that you need to be cared for.
Yeah, Diz, I don't want to put you in an uncomfortable position, but you seem like the type to me that would handle an ultimatum terribly. Like if you came home 3 months from now and she was like, here's the deal, I'm ready, I need to get married or we're done.
With specifically marriage? Probably not. I don't want to be pressured into anything.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to be pressured into anything, let alone something that is there's something to me also about my whole thing was I didn't really ever have I had no doubts, but I am surrounded by people in this world and many friends who I've been best men for their wedding, who I've been best men in their wedding 2 or 3 times.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like everybody I went to high school with that I was a part of their wedding, they're no longer married. And I didn't, in my head, it was important to me for that to never be an option.
Well, and my thing was, I feel like people are a little more fragile and sensitive these days.
Yeah.
They tend to give up and walk away a little, or want to.
It's definitely more of an option than it's ever been before.
So for me, I just don't want anybody to feel like they have to stay with me if they don't want to.
Right.
If you aren't going to put in the work and you're not going to, like, I'll know, and then I'll want to get married someday, maybe, but I don't think that if we're always fighting or we're always, whatever, then it's a good.
You can just clean break. No need to have
Right.
lawyers involved or any of
It's a lot
that.
of paperwork.
Finding a relationship young and lasting later in life is so hard to do.
It's impressive.
Yeah, but especially with it, but like high school sweethearts.
Yeah.
Because you really shouldn't be the person you were in high school.
No, that is crazy to me. And I even think back to who I was the day that I met Danielle and Ruby too. You know what I mean? Like I was, I think 21 maybe, and
Frosted
I think back to
tips, big
what an
belt
idiot,
buckles.
what an idiot
FUBU
I
clothes.
was. It was a little post FUBU, but still, I go, man, we've like changed and grown.
And that's the thing too. You're gonna constantly change. It's inevitable.
Yeah.
Like, and if they're not gonna grow with you, then I don't know.
My situation was kind of like you. Like we grew apart a little bit because we were 2 separate, different types of people. But when I moved back here to, pursue the radio stuff, I was like, if we're going to do this and make this work, I got to get engaged. Or else, what else are we doing? There has to be an end idea here. And what fell apart for me is she tried to put her foot down, which she was good at getting her way, but she was like, you got to come back here. I'm like, I'm not coming back to Canada.
Yeah.
And she goes, well, that's going to create problems. I go, we'll figure
listen,
it out.
we got a problem.
Yeah,
then.
and then
Let me get an official ruling.
Oh,
I just got to hear the gavel at least.
Oh,
once
sorry.
today.
Yes, I think neither one of them should be pressured into something that they don't like. If she wants to get married, but maybe you have a conversation about what needs to happen in order to get married. Maybe it is career, maybe it's whatever. But I would definitely make sure you're on the same page and don't do anything that you don't want to do. I want to tell you not to marry her, but also you do what you.
She might be a nice lady.
Yeah.
You never know. We're gonna have to hold. The other one because I don't want to
that
give
goes
it.
so fast.
It really does. I don't want to give it short shrift, but I'll give you the full week tease. Somebody in a relationship, a couple that's been married for 12 years. One of them has a secret divorce fund that they've been saving money when supposedly.
How long have you been married?
12 years. If you're curious about Judge's opinion, Judge Juicy will be back next Tuesday at 2. Judge, thanks for helping us get over the 300.
Oh, my gosh.
Thanks for helping us get over the 400. And thank you to everybody who was in there. Do not go anywhere. When we come back, it's time for John's Joints. We've got lots to dig into today. Man, the craze of, we had the incident on Friday where somebody had a dog in a hot car.
Yep.
Dude, the people that can leave their dogs in hot cars while also have no clue that that's a bad thing to do. I have a local story I want to throw at you, and we're going to help you. We're going to help you stay healthy in the joints today. 10 food items that are going to have you aging in reverse. All that plus some serious news as well. Coming up next with Drew Garabo and John's Joints. We love you, Joj. Lock it in. Make your plans. This Sunday, Wild Fork on 4th Street from noon to 2. I'm going to be hanging out. 102.5 The Bone promo crew is going to be hanging out. This will be the largest party that we've held at a Wild Fork. Maybe you've been thinking to yourself, I really want to check it out, but I just haven't made it in yet. Well, this is the time to do it. They're going to have an unbelievable grilling display out there that I'll be telling you more about as the week goes on. Make your plans now. Wild Fork in St. Pete, 12 to 2 this Sunday. Book it, put it in your calendar, and make your plans. I would love to see us fill up the parking lot of Wild Fork, turn it into a nice little Sunday fun day, parking lot party, eating some great meat. They've got everything you could possibly want and more, from 450 different options of the best proteins, sides, seasonings, fruits, vegetables, desserts. They've got it all, with locations in West Chase, South Tampa, and St. Pete, where I will be this Sunday, 12 to 2. I hope to see you there. Always online at wildforkfoods.com.
You're listening to Setting Show on 102.5 The Bone. NASCAR lives right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm.
This week, the NASCAR Cup Series regular season comes to an end at Daytona. Who will claim the final playoff spots? It's the Coke Zero Sugar 400.
Race Day Saturday, where NASCAR lives in Tampa Bay, right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm Jeep Ram, #1 in the country.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE. Looking for top quality fencing in Florida? Fence Outlet has been the state's fencing expert for over 30 years. With 8 convenient locations, we offer a wide variety of styles and colors to enhance your property's security and curb appeal. Go to fenceoutlet.com to book your free estimate. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
If you ever find yourself inside the emergency room, surrounded by these sounds, by these voices, by these machines, may you find our team of expert emergency caregivers at your side.
You're gonna be okay. Just grab my hand.
This is the power of the human spirit. Advent Health ER, 24/7 access to convenient emergency care. Go to theerexperts.com for locations near you. Advent Health, feel whole.
Hi, I'm attorney Fran Hosh. Being involved in a car or motorcycle accident can be stressful. I've dedicated my career to helping accident victims and their loved ones. If you need an attorney you can trust, give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN. We will give you a free case evaluation and won't charge you any fees unless you recover money. Give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN, 866-LAW-FRAN, or visit me online at lawfran.com. Main office, Palm Harbor.
August is Renewal by Anderson's Triple Savings Month. $300 off windows, $825 off patio doors, plus no money down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 12 months. Bonus, first 50 callers get a free TrueScreen insect screen upgrade. Renewal by Anderson, bestwindowsflorida.com. Superior products, exceptional service. That's Renewal by Anderson.
Most people that come in have tried many different things to get themselves out of pain, and nothing has worked for them. And eventually they make their way to us, and that's when good things happen.
You're listening to Alex, an arch support specialist at the Good Feet store.
A woman came in complaining of extreme pain, and she was concerned that she wasn't able to play with her grandchildren. I fitted her for the arch supports. I put them in her shoes, and she took a couple steps and she started crying because she knew then that she would be able to begin doing the things that she wanted to do with them.
For over 25 years, the Good Feet store and our arch support specialists have been helping folks live the life they love without foot, knee, hip, or back pain getting in the way.
I called her a week later. She thanked me profusely. She was able to do those things that she wasn't able to do before, and she had a new lease on life. Those kind of Good Feet stories happen all the time. It's fantastic.
Try them for yourself. Stop in for a free fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
Visit any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota, and at goodfeet.com.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money Americans in 2025 are now spending on gas in a year, even with lower gas prices. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right, you can earn real cash back with Upside, just for buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get cash back? If you like
free money? Download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code SPORTS to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code SPORTS for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SPORTS for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
This hour of Setting Show is brought to you by Hawkins Service Co. One call handles it all.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Setting Show. It's time for John's Choice with your host, John Senning.
Yeah, the summertime is coming, and it's about to slow down.
The first live sex act on Bone TV happening now. We got pulled off of YouTube right after hitting 400. Welcome back to Setting Show. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy. And we got some joints to fire up just like we do every afternoon at 3 o'clock. Today, brought to you by Bubble Down Car Wash, the greatest car wash in the whole wide world. You know, I love telling you about the long wash tunnels. That means a cleaner car. The spacious vacuum area, you can get into all the nooks and crannies without worrying about bumping into your neighbor, get all the baby hair with no issues at all. And that unlimited membership plan, I told her to sit on it and spin earlier. I didn't know that that's how it would play out.
Yeah.
Deep tunnels.
The unlimited plan will allow you to keep your car clean every day of the week. Locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, Palm Harbor, and Spring Hill. Get to your local Bubble Down today, and you will have the cleanest car in town every time you bull down. Oh, also, by the way, in the building, Drew Garabo.
Hey! Congratulations on 3 and 400, boys.
You,
almost got 5.
I know. I did not know. Drew told me he made a post, too, on the Drew Garabo Live page. So
oh, nice.
He
Thank
juiced
you,
us
bro.
up. Between the juicy juice and the Drewsy juice, we got juiced up, and I appreciate you very much.
Yeah, man. I wanted to see it happen, and I watched it happen before my very eyes. We double juiced you, and then I saw it go from like 250 to 280 to 3 to 4 and almost to 5,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah, very, very cool. Thank you, and thank you, and thank you, and
Sure.
thank you.
Ask you a question?
Yes.
Do you know whose vehicle that is in our parking lot that looks like a Woody and it has a stick figure
Oh, never mind.
and a Dirty Heads sticker on it?
Are these the only stickers on it?
Yeah.
Is there a cashed out sticker on it?
There is, yeah, and it's a New Jersey plate.
Yes, that is, dude. You know who that is? Crazy Small World. That is Vanessa. That is the girl. That is the girl who
from the chat room.
No. Well, no. Dude, but I've told you this before. Talk about like all prongs of life coming together. So when I did jury duty, there was a girl on jury duty who got kicked out because she worked for an attorney. So later that day, I found out. She told me, she goes, I think I work in your building. Turns out she works in the building on the second floor. And I was like, oh, that's so crazy. About 2 days after that, while I'm still on jury duty, I'm out walking Brody, and she drives by. She goes, oh, my God, do you live in this neighborhood too? She goes, I live right. So we're essentially neighbors. So we're neighbors. We were on jury duty together, and she works in the building. And her name is Vanessa. And turns out she's a huge, like one day she was getting in her car, and I'm like, cashed out. She's like, oh, yeah, this is our stuff. Big, Reggae Rise Up fans and all of that as well.
Great scary movie premise that she's just been stalking.
Yeah.
John the whole time.
You want to get even scarier?
Yes,
dude. They invited us to go out on the boat with her and her husband.
But just you.
No, but you want to know? And she seems like she's cool enough to. She seems like she's cool enough to be able to take the joke. This was not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. It's probably a good thing. And if I had a boat, I'd feel the same way. So we saw her at the Ruck Walk, which is down in our neighborhood for the military suicide prevention thing. We saw her there, and we started talking about. She's like, "Oh yeah, we have a boat. We go out all the time. My father's parents live on the inlet. We could take their boat. It's bigger." And I'm like, oh, yeah, let's do it sometime. So then not long after, I ran into her in the elevator, and she goes, hey, I hope this isn't awkward. She goes, but my husband had a good point. He'd like to meet you and spend some time with you before he's ready to take you out on the boat. And at first, I was like, that's weird. And then secondly, I thought, if I had a boat and Danielle came to me and was like, hey, I want to bring some strangers that you don't know out on the boat, I would go, I don't know if I like the idea of that. And then is the answer to say, can we do something else? Like, so she was just kind of like, maybe we can grab a drink sometime.
Okay.
You know, just to.
But you're a public figure, dude. You're not going to murder anybody.
Right.
But I don't think that's it. It's just like, do I want to hang out with this guy for that long?
On a boat.
But he doesn't know that.
Oh, that's true.
He doesn't. And I don't know that she listens or doesn't, but it was just, let me just put it to you like this. That was about 2 months ago. We haven't spoken since. So. But not because of that. It was just
do you get a trial run? Do you get like a, hey, I want to see if you're cool enough to hang out with before I take you on my boat? Or is it just let's go out on the boat and see what happens?
Worst case scenario, we have a bad day on the boat.
Yeah. Like an initial meeting isn't going to tell like what nautical John is like.
Right. That is true. Because you get me out on a boat and I'm to be your first mate. That's a whole different vibe. Boat me is drastically different than land me.
But I do hate the idea of like when Nicole does this, I'm sure Danielle's done this, and Sarah with you is like, oh, you need to come out here. I'm going to be hanging out with the girls. I go, I don't want to do that. They go, oh, well, Chad's there. Who the hell's Chad?
Yeah.
She's like, well, you'll like him. He'll be another guy there. I go, I don't want that.
Random dudes. Yeah.
No, Sarah doesn't do that. She knows me better than that. She knows I wouldn't.
You'll hate it.
Yeah, I would
and
not.
It's one of those things where at the time I was like, okay, all right. But then once I thought about like if I had a boat and somebody, like when I say somebody, my wife had said, hey, I want to bring this couple out on the boat that I met, I might be like, oof. I would probably, this guy might actually be nicer than me because I would probably just go, no.
Yeah.
This guy
he at least gave you the let me meet him first.
He's like, let me do my proper interview process here and run a background check on this guy. So yeah, but that is who that is, and that's who the Woody belongs to, and she works on the second floor. Very nice.
I thought you were gonna say the car that has like, this is gonna sound weird, the green car with the wood grain on it, but it's like not wood grain.
I think that's it. It's fashioned like an old Woody, like it looks like an old.
I didn't know what you meant by that. Okay,
yeah.
Sorry,
like a Woody station wagon.
Okay, all right. I thought it was someone who worked here. Okay, I'm on the same page.
I'd seen it in the parking lot a bunch, and then today I parked next to it, and I saw a cashed out sticker, and then I saw a Stick Family, and I'm like, I'm wearing a Stick Figure shirt. I was like, oh, and then the license plate says, I love Dirty Heads.
Yeah, they're big into the scene.
No, it says Sending Fan 1.
Yeah,
pretending like I don't know.
I thought it would be fun today because Drew Garabo has been called the czar of many things, the brunch czar. I don't know that anybody actually called you the Simpsons czar, but you kind of were. The 80s czar was definitely a thing that existed and still does to this day as far as I'm concerned. So there was a list that popped up today of the 11 most famous people specifically of 1985. And this was the year before I was born.
All right.
So I wanted to run some of these names I do not know. I've never heard of in my life.
Can I just guess the number one with sight unseen? Like I have not seen this list.
Yes. I don't think you're going to guess it, but
Madonna.
No.
Okay.
So number 10, I know this name, but I don't know exactly what he does. 1985, most famous people of 1985. Does the 80s are approve or disapprove? Number 10, Rock Hudson.
No, not at all.
What was he? He was an
TV actor. He was a closeted gay actor. One of the first high-profile HIV cases.
Oh, really?
Died of AIDS.
Oh, no.
And but I mean, not in a million years is he like in the top 10. In 1985, I was 16. No way.
I'm wondering if he
did.
No,
not cracking the top 10.
No.
So
nothing against AIDS.
Oh, he died in 85. Wait, is this true? No, that can't be true.
No, that might be true.
Yes.
That sounds about right.
Oh, he did. So I guess that's why he got kind of a dead famous
death.
Yeah, dead famous is different than famous.
Right.
He had AIDS fame, as they call it.
Dead AIDS fame. So yeah, we'll allow him to crack the top 10, but just because of AIDS death.
Dude,
put an asterisk.
Yeah, DAF as we call it back in the 80s.
That's what we called it.
He's got dead AIDS fame. All right, moving right along to number 10. I think or number 9. This was a name that I do not know at all. And that name is, dude, wait till we get lower and you're going to get so mad. Number 9, Geraldine Ferraro.
Yeah, she ran for Democrat candidate, either president or vice president. I think she was the vice presidential nominee to Walter Mondale, if I'm not mistaken.
So probably in 85.
Yeah.
So she was hot. She was the hot talker on then.
For a minute,
She
yeah.
capitalized on the momentum in 1985. She took an offer to endorse Diet Pepsi for a reported $500,000 and published her memoirs for $1 million. Number 8, another name I do not know, Klaus Van Bülow. Klaus Van Bülow.
Klaus von Bülow was married to one of the Gabor sisters.
Oh, yeah.
Zsa or Eva?
Yeah, so he was, the way this article, he's white, but it
You're
claims
kidding me
him,
with a name like Klaus Van Bülow? He's white?
But
Did not see that coming.
It claims him as the OJ before OJ was OJ. The Danish-born financier stood accused of attempting to kill his wealthy wife via a surplus of insulin injections that left her comatose. The legal fallout led to a wave of news coverage in 1985.
Okay.
So that's why he was in the news.
Yeah, I guess so. I was 16.
Mikhail Gorbachev.
Yeah, the premier from Russia with the
yeah.
big birthmark.
So weird that these two people did not get their own numbers. At number 6, and I know they were a couple, I'm pretty sure, so that's probably why in 1985, your guess, Madonna and Sean Penn.
Yeah, they were huge. They did that movie At Close Range together with the song Live to Tell, a great little song.
Number 5, Pete Rose.
Yep, we love Pete, former guest on Drew Grub Alive, former alive human being.
Number 4, another name I do not know, Uli Dickerson.
What?
Oh, Uli Dirkesson.
I'll be honest with you.
Uli Derek's son.
The czar of the 80s has never heard the name Uli Dirksen.
Oh, dude. The greatness that I think there's a sad story in here, but it's going to be worth it. Flight attendant Derrickson drew worldwide acclaim for her stunning display of heroism while on board a TWA flight. And what do we know about the TWA?
Diz, you might like the TWA coffee. You might enjoy the TWA milk, but you will love the TWA tea.
It was hijacked by 2 Lebanese terrorists in the face of the threats. And Erickson, Dude, that was almost a full-blown. That was almost a full-blown rotation.
You almost had a Derrickson in the middle of a Derrickson.
In the face of the threats and automatic weapons, Derrickson was able to placate the gunman by speaking to one of them reassuringly in German. At a stop, she managed to convince them to release the older passengers and the children. She also avoided a near tragedy when attendants refused to refuel the plane. So she was like a hero. She was a hero flight attendant.
German doesn't seem like a language where you could speak to someone in a very calm and
calm them down.
Oh, hast du die Kitzel von Telefon gegessen? Ich musste wissen, weil ich habe.
There's a little bit of Asian coming through there.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That was an
Do
actual
you
German
think
phrase.
someone who's stopping that in this day and age is cracking a top 10 list for us? Fame.
No.
The year.
This is Logan Paul steals a spot from a flight attendant who saves people's lives.
Betty Wong, Betty remember from 9/11? She was the one who was on the phone and she was like, we're being
Still though, but the fact that you said that name and we didn't know it is proof in itself that we're not keeping our flight attendant heroes in high enough regard. Number 3, that brings me so much joy to tell you. 1985, what a time to be alive. 1985, number 3, most famous person in 1985.
It's a wrestler, I can tell by
it is not a wrestler.
Oh.
It is not a wrestler at all. You want to take a guess based on my tone?
Let's see, you're very excited. You're very happy. Kid Rock was not yet heard of.
No. Well, and think of the things that would bring me joy. Not just somebody that I actually like, but maybe somebody that you don't like.
Somebody I don't like?
Yeah.
List is so short.
Oh. Philly Phil.
God, would he die already?
Philly Phil.
Ugh.
Phil Collins.
At least you chose a bearable song by him.
Dude, one day we'll get the truth of why Phil Collins is so hated by you.
It's just that stuff was on the radio all the time. Invisible Touch and Land of Confusion and One More Night, and all I wanted to hear was good stuff.
Did bad things happen to you when his music was at his peak?
His Uncle Phil and calling on him.
Yeah.
No, one of the first compact discs in the early advent of the CD player that my dad got was Face Value by Phil Collins, so I ended up listening to it a lot, and maybe that
did something?
Maybe it did something to me. Or maybe we took it on a tennis trip.
I knew you were thinking it was so in there. I just thought we were having fun talking about the 80s. Let's not bring up childhood trauma.
Yeah.
But, dude, speaking of childhood trauma.
Gills.
Dude, I wish I had the guy's name, and I wish I would have brought it up sooner after it happened. The guy that went and did all of the research on the waiter on wheels. He sent you some stuff. Because you sent it to me.
Yeah.
The guy from Lapeer. So he said, did I send you the article that he found from a newspaper in Detroit in like the early to mid 90s that was about how he was a Drew Carey impersonator?
How the waiter on wheels was?
Yes.
No.
I kept telling you guys he looked like Drew
you did.
Carey. There was a whole article about how he was a Drew Carey impersonator and like he was on the radar of Drew Carey.
What a weird thing to do.
Very
How do you
weird
make
thing.
money as a Drew Carey impersonator?
I don't know. At that point, it was a different time. And, Cleveland rocks. People love Drew Carey for a minute.
Cleveland rocks.
And number 2, Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, he was real big. He had all those movies, Teen Wolf and Family Ties.
I thought it would have been a little bit early, but it was his rookie season in the NBA. Michael Jordan at number 1 for the most famous person. So, a couple issues on there, but not totally, you're not totally mad at it.
No, and the Air Jordan brand launched in '85 with those black and red shoes that were banned by the NBA.
If you had to knock Phil Collins out, who do you put in the top?
Huey Lewis.
Huey Lewis?
Yeah, I would replace him with another bland, vanilla music star, but
Huey
Huey's
Lewis
good.
But he was nowhere near as famous.
As Phil Collins in the 80s? Dude, Michael Jackson too. Like what the hell?
Michael
Thriller.
Jackson Michael Jackson not being on the list is wrong. What year was Thriller?
Thriller had to be 82, 83, and then I think Bad was 86. So maybe it was between Thriller and Bad, and maybe he had fallen.
Oh, yeah, 82. 82 was, so maybe he was just having a little, a not so great moment there.
Can you check Bad and see when that came out? Sorry to make you do work.
Thriller was 1982.
Bad had to be like 86.
Bad was
87.
87. Yeah. So yeah, you caught him in a slump. Yeah. You absolutely did.
Caught him in a kid.
I don't want to get totally sidetracked, but like Phil Collins is. I take everything out about the music and that you hate them potentially both.
Mm-hmm.
And I love them both. Huey Lewis was never in the stratosphere of Phil Collins, was he?
Oh, absolutely. Oh,
but he just
80s?
didn't have as much staying power. Is that what it was?
Yeah, well, I don't know that Phil Collins had staying power past the 80s, but I mean, the album Sports and the album Fore, F-O-R-E. I mean, Back to the Future.
Are you sure that you're not just putting your own personal beliefs about the two into your decision making here?
I'm not a huge Huey Lewis fan, but I would say I'll ask fellow old people like me, card-carrying members of the AARP, didn't Huey Lewis have as much of a presence on pop radio as Phil Collins? And they would probably say, yeah, Lionel Richie too.
The thing is that In the Air Tonight is one of those songs that, and that came later, right? Early 90s, probably?
No, that was 80s.
80s. It is a larger than life song to the point to where now it is almost a character of itself. It's one of those songs you've heard so many times, and I just don't know that Huey ever had anything that touched that song in widespread crossover mass appeal.
You may be right.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Back to the Future.
Power of Love.
Power of Love was a big one.
But I mean, God, I Want a New Drug. You know,
they were great. They were great, dude.
This is it.
Huey Lewis in the News was my. I always mix them up because the Beach Boys and Huey Lewis were around the same time. But Huey Lewis, I think, was my first actual ticketed concert event that I went to with my parents.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Up in Michigan.
Yeah, at the Meadowbrook Music Theater. Back in the day, I was probably, I don't know, 9, 10 years old.
Never got to see him, and now I won't because of that hearing issue that he's got.
I almost had a perfect segue when we were talking about Michael Jordan and sports for a split second, but this was pretty damn cool. And based on just the social media feedback, I've got to wonder if there will be any return to the golden era of SportsCenter on ESPN. So through all of the craziness and the NFL Network and everything being bought, by ESPN, that has allowed an ESPN legend in Rich Eisen to return to SportsCenter, where last night they did the old school intro and the whole deal. And the feedback that I've seen from 99.9% of people is, why isn't this still our SportsCenter? I have just a short piece here of Rich Eisen kicking off SportsCenter with the old school intro.
Tonight on SportsCenter, the preseason Monday Nighters certainly did not disappoint in D.C. While an old D.C. star powered up the Phillies against the Mariners twice. In Pittsburgh, Paul Skeens actually got runs, 2 of them. Was it enough against Toronto? But really, sometimes you gotta keep it simple and direct.
Why didn't you go down?
It is crazy because it just puts into it with one clip. It makes you feel what ESPN used to be. Like, I remember later when I was in high school, like ESPN was on the TV all the time, and SportsCenter would often just be repeated on, just time after time all day. And you loved it. It was like they got too complex. They thought they had to do more than just offer the sports by really, really good analysts and commentators. And instead, I don't know where I would say that they lost their way. But with Rich Eisen being able to come back now and the Rich Eisen show ultimately coming to ESPN through all of this, I think it kind of is making people of a certain age realize how great SportsCenter and ESPN once was to now. I don't know what their grand plan is.
I don't think they have one. Did you watch the end of it with
Stuart Scott?
Dude, Orlando's own Stuart Scott.
He gave an homage to
beautiful
to Stuart Scott, and just really cool. I think anytime you can capture in a moment the nostalgia with someone like Rich Eisen, who used to be on SportsCenter every single day, is pretty damn cool.
Yeah, he's got a good show too, and I like him a lot. I always think about the controversy though. Do you know about his little, like, it's just a little blip of controversy about 10, 15 years ago.
Did he groom the girl with one arm?
No, you're thinking of Michael Franti.
Oh, geez. I always get those two mixed up.
He I believe was sexting with a bikini model or something, and she made it public, and he was married at the time.
Oh, that's run-of-the-mill stuff.
Yeah, I know. It's tamed by today's
It is also, there is a connection there with the Michael Franti thing. Not that Rich Eisen has sold his whole being on being like a trustworthy guy, but kind of. Yeah. Just a good dude is kind of your thing. So I think when you put that out into the universe, people kind of think twice about who you are and what's really going on. And I think that was the same thing with Michael Franti, that you've built this cult-like following on peace and love and family and unity and all of this. And that's why it hurts somebody like that more than if it were, a Diddy or whoever it may be, where you go, okay, this person's probably a womanizer. It's all of that. And it's on brand, just not necessarily on brand in those two situations.
The Michael Franti stuff is interesting because in all of the comments that are on the web, I saw in social media, there's a lot that say that he's been getting away with this for a long time and that his handlers have been protecting him. I don't know if it's true, but.
Well, and there is something too when you sell, like I've heard people say there is a cult-like element to it. Like, and it's not, I don't know, I don't mean that in the worst form. It's just when you love his music, you're buying into something more than that. So if you're a groupie or a female who is looking up to him in a way that's a little bit different than your average musician because he's kind of selling you on a way of life, I would imagine those women are primed in a way that maybe the average groupie are not to, do whatever you want.
Yeah, and to quote JoJo, those girls were just begging to be sexually assaulted by a famous musician.
Thank you.
Dying for it.
Dude, # believe no women. You heard it here first from JoJo. I teased this story yesterday, and now I will give you the sordid details. And I'm hoping Mo didn't do it yesterday. I was listening for a minute. I didn't hear him. A Colorado couple. This is going to get dark real soon. Let me just give everybody a little warning.
Like the skies.
Yeah, let me just give everybody a little warning here. It's going to get real
dark. Warning.
Yeah, and this is a this is a lifestyle story that turns into a horror story very quick.
Message.
Yeah. Dude, that's good.
Thank you.
Dude, that's one of my favorite movies of all time. Don't be a menace to society while drinking your juice. Yeah, dude, that's one of the best. A Colorado couple lived alongside the rotting corpse of their three-way lover for more than a year and spent his Social Security checks as their tiny dogs chewed on his body. James Agnew and Susan Agnew you asked me if it was local.
Is it local?
Of Lakeland. Allegedly hid the remains of a longtime menage a trois partner, James O'Neill, who was 64, under an air mattress at their condo in Lakeland after he died in December of 2023. Cops unearthed the twisted love triangle in O'Neill's decomposed corpse during a welfare check on July 3rd. After the gruesome discovery, Suzanne allegedly told the cops that they didn't remove O'Neill's body or call authorities after he died because she didn't want to give him up. She allegedly also admitted to the cop that she and her husband decided to hide O'Neill's body under an air mattress because her chihuahuas began incessantly chewing on his body. The couple allegedly used their dead lover's bank account and Social Security payments for months before police found the guy's body. During the welfare check, James allegedly posed as O'Neill and insisted to the police he wanted nothing to do with his family. So when they showed up and they're like, "Where's the guy?" The other guy's like, "Oh, I'm the guy. I hate my family. Don't bother me.
Take me out of here."
The couple was arrested on 4 charges, including theft and tampering with a corpse, but haven't been charged in connection with his actual death. Suzanne told police she believed O'Neill had died of an unspecified medical problem because he was in poor health. O'Neill had been estranged from his family, but his brother needed to get in contact with him to inform him that he inherited money, which was how it all started, how they started looking for him in the first place.
Yeah, I always wonder about the Devil's Three-Way, that awkward moment when you're finished and you realize, oh, my God, there's another dude in my bedroom. Killing him seems like a pretty good way to go.
I mean, that feels like what happened here, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's if it was a dead, well, even if it was a dead lady, I think you could say there's an argument to be made for the wife probably killed
You paid
her.
too much attention to her.
I will say, in a potential, I don't know if I'd call it a correction. This story is from the New York Post. It says Lakeland throughout the entire story, and then at the bottom it says Lakewood.
Oh,
without saying a state. So I don't want everybody to think that this dead body was rotting in Lakeland if it was actually in another place.
With the ages, that sounds like it might be a Lakewood Ranch type situation.
Yeah, Lakewood Ranch. Well, Lakewood isn't technically. Sun City is old.
Oh,
Lakewood is like the Villages for not the Villages.
Yeah.
Did you know that they made that? They made that in the Villages?
They made what?
There is a God, I can't think the name of it. There's a new square, a new part of the Villages that is not for old people.
Oh.
It is a new area that is for people that work in the Villages and live near, and want to live in that and experience that. They just put in a Portillo's. They're putting in a bunch of new restaurants with a big square where there would be live music. It's just not specified towards 55 and over.
That's an interesting way to go.
Yeah, dude, the Villages we went down a rabbit hole of trying to realize how big the Villages are and how much it has grown. And it's so weird because it's a census designated area. It is not a town. It is a census designated area. So I was trying to research to figure out like what happens because they're growing like crazy. Like it's all into Wildwood now up there. So like what happens if this is Wildwood and it's a town,
right?
And then it's the Villages. Like, is it still Wildwood or is it the Villages? And the answer to that is it's no longer Wildwood. Like they have to cut deals with the cities. The city has to give up the land, annex the land, so that it can then be purchased by the census designated area that is the Villages. It's a very fascinating thing, and it is growing like crazy. And I believe that the entire plot of Central Florida will be the Villages one day.
So do they have their own fire department and police station?
Yep.
The Villages does.
Yep.
Do.
They have all of that.
Oh.
Yep. Dude, the other thing, and the reason that I started talking about this with Danielle the other day is because I was getting clued in. My brother does a bunch of work down there, and he was saying there is a major butting of heads, a generational rift forming in the Villages. Because like when we used to work in the Villages and we were there all the time, like you'd go down to the square and the live music would be like a sock hop. It'd be 50s style, classic cars, that kind of vibe. And those people are still there. They're older. But now, think about somebody who's just retiring at the age of 55. Like those people potentially could be into alternative rock. Those people,
EDM.
Whatever it may be. So now these new age of retirees are saying, dude, this entertainment that you're putting in the squares and the whole vibe of what you're doing does not match the people that are actually retiring now. So they're trying to push out the old generation in the Villages.
Oh, dude, I need to be mayor of the Villages.
Dude, well, it's probably too big to be the village, to be the mayor of the whole thing, but you could be like the mayor of a square, the mayor of because there's like Brownwood, there's the Springs one, there's like 5 different squares that are downtown areas now in the Villages.
Some of those old ladies do love that brown wood.
I got to tell you. They do. They go out to Ocala and get some, and then they bring their husband back herpes. So that's why they have some.
Oh, my God.
They do. They had the...
they got a lot of STDs in
and
there.
that's what they were saying, not the other way around, not with the ladies. They were saying that the men were often leaving the Villages and going into the rough parts of Ocala, getting hookers, getting STDs, and then coming back and having sex with whoever would have sex with them in the Villages. And that's how a lot of these venereal diseases got introduced into the Villages.
Ocala hookers.
Yeah, I don't know what an Ocala hooker is like these days.
Ooh.
This one's for you, Drewski. Still alive.
Miami Vice soundtrack, by the way. This was one of the bigger songs on it.
The show.
Yeah.
Not the movie.
No, the Don Johnson, Philip Michael Thomas.
With Jamie.
Ferrari Testarossa, Lamborghini Countach.
Jamie.
Phil Collins was on that show as a villain, I believe.
Does he get killed?
Probably.
Don't go anywhere. When we come back, I got plenty more joints to fire up. One of these interesting cases of a local story that I don't know how wasn't being reported locally. And it has to do with a man right up the road dressed in a full jester costume pulling out a non-traditional weapon. I'll give you the details on that. And we have to come to a decision before we leave here today. Is it safe? Are you taking your own life into your own hands if you ask someone to be quiet during a movie?
Ooh.
We'll dig into the story where one man found out the hard way and a bit more. Coming up next with more Setting Show. We're in the midst of John's Joints.
Great song, by the way.
We gotta get to the drum part, dude.
Go to break right before
I know you love the drum part.
Edge him.
Hold on. Oh, this is the best part.
And I remember.
It's got to be. It takes that long?
Yeah, it takes forever.
It was so much faster in Hangover.
Yeah. Wait.
It starts with I remember.
What the hell? I'm 2 minutes and 40 seconds in.
Keep going.
Dude, the song.
Here it comes.
So the song about ends with the drum beat.
Yeah.
Dude, if this doesn't give you a big old throbber, I don't know what does.
I'll give you $5 if you go to break right before the drum fill.
I would never do that.
I love doing that.
I would never. I couldn't if I wanted to. I know the reason why you keep your silence up.
It's taking forever.
Here we go.
We're almost 4 minutes into the damn song. It's not happening.
You're listening to Setting Show on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live. Anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Up in Pasco, expect the off-ramp northbound and southbound 75 at State Road 56 to be congested. Earlier incident involving a semi closed the ramp on the southbound side. Expect 56 on nearby roadways to experience increased volume. A wreck and a minor back up State Road 54 at 41. Eastbound I-4 in Hillsborough still delayed. Earlier crash approaching Branch Forbes. 75 north around 301 dealing with that earlier wreck and an intermediate backup. Southbound 275 is a disabled vehicle by the looks of it. Blockage with 275 and I-4 running parallel to that blocked center lane. This is approaching Ashley Drive. Expect a sizable delay. This is Eric with traffic. Ready to step into a healthy and active lifestyle? Come to the Good Feet store and experience the difference. Discover how a simple step can lead to a life of pain-free possibilities.
Don't miss the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event at Crown Hyundai. Get financing as low as 0%, buy with zero down, or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Tucson SE for only $259 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownhyundai.com. With approved credit, 36 monthly, 10K miles a year, $39.99. Do it. Signing plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
Find your path at Hillsborough Community College. HCC offers affordable, flexible options for earning an associate degree or certificate. Our dynamic learning environment offers expert faculty and engaging student life, and our convenient class schedules fit your schedule. Then seamlessly transfer to a four-year university or start your career right away. At HCC, we'll get you there. Register now at hccfl.edu.
The best deals under the sun are right here at Jerry-owned Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Get $15,000 off a new Ram 1500 during our bigger, better, faster summer event. Or get 0 down, 0% APR, and no payments for 90 days on new rides. Plus, visit our website and enter for your last chance to win a new Ram 1500. Hurry in now during the Magus Summer Sales event at the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S., Jerry-owned. Tampa is own country. Online at jerryowned.com. Call 1-800-840-0798 for complete details.
What do all houses have in common? They all have doors and they all have windows unless you live in a cave. So why does it matter what kind of windows you have in your home and where you get them? Because all windows are not the same quality and all window companies are not the same. I trust WeatherTight Windows because all they do is focus on windows and doors. They are family owned and operated, and above all else, they strive to make sure their customers are satisfied. If you need replacement doors or windows, call WeatherTight Mike at WeatherTight Windows.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
Mike Calta here for Shark Coast Tactical. Most of you listened to me last time and showed up to Shark Coast in droves. And now Will is hosting another Tramp Stamp free tax stamp event this Saturday, August 23rd, specifically offering free tax stamps on most models of their suppressors. Shark Coast Tactical has the inventory now, and he will cover the fee on these select cans. Silencer Co. and B&T are tag teaming to offer $200 worth of free stuff as well. Get to Shark Coast ASAP, take advantage of this free tax stamp event, and see for yourself.
Summer is here, and so is the Honda Summer Event. Wherever you plan your summer vacation, make Crown Honda your first stop and drive a new Honda Pilot, $479 per month, or a new Honda Accord, just $269 per month. Test drive your new Honda today at Crown Honda, online at crownhonda.com. The better way to buy and service. Call 800-509-4942 for complete details.
Jersey College is a nursing school where faculty know how to give you the resources and support you need with encouragement and real connection.
Hi, my name is Ebony and I'm a graduate of Jersey College. I felt like Jersey College truly cared about me. This experience was a life changer for me. It's a great feeling. You have to try. Don't doubt yourself. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Classes are enrolling now at our campuses in Tampa, Largo, Brooksville, Naples, and Port Charlotte. Apply now at jerseycollege.edu.
Need a new fence that stands tall? Look no further.
I'm so glad I went to Fence Outlet. Their team really nailed it, and my home has been completely elevated by my new fence. Thanks, Fence Outlet.
Go to fenceoutlet.com to book your free estimate. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
I'm Doug Bernetti. Growing up, I learned how hard it can be to make ends meet. At Bernetti PA, we help people every day with debt collection calls, credit card debt, home foreclosures, and bankruptcy cases. If you have questions, call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sick and tired about the weather knocking out power or even worse, damaging appliances. Call Climate Design Home Services at 727-295-1572 or visit climatedesign.com. Not only can Climate Design protect your appliances and home's electrical system with a whole home surge protector, but they can also install standby generators. Climate Design Home Services is your go-to home services provider when it comes to storm preparation. Don't risk your power and your valuable appliances during this year's storm season. Give Climate Design Home Services a call today and get the electrical protection that your home needs. Again, it's 727-295-1572 or climatedesign.com, 727-295-1572 or climatedesign.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
William is one of millions of Americans who uses GoodRx to save on the cost of their prescriptions.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications. It adds up at the end of the month. Me and the pharmacist got so tight. She said, GoodRx save you a lot of money. Saving that extra $200-300 a month. We're able to do all these extra activities, so it puts less stress on our household and it puts less stress on our pockets.
Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com and start saving today. GoodRx user compensated for their time. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
We put in time, energy, and resources because your case is worth it. Farah and Farah,
Tampa.
Do rain or bugs have your car looking dirty? Well, Bubble Down Car Wash has you covered. They offer longer wash tunnels, powerful vacuums, and the friendliest staff. Check out BubbleDown.com to find a Bubble Down Car Wash location near you.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Aaron will pass well east of Florida. Impacts locally, not that much. A scattering of storms every afternoon, though. The coverage may decrease by the middle of the week. We'll see high temperatures in the mid-90s and nighttime lows near 80.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Hey, Mr. Sambo, it's slow. Come perform for the summer. I book a new room cause they shut down the other. So grab your things in jam for $1. The people love banging when I don't check the cover. So I'm reluctant to accept this. I'm gonna drive a long way, think gonna regret this. Jamming for some
Welcome back to Senning Show.
But I'm gonna have the landscape for some breakfast. I'm rolling high.
We're in the midst of John's joints. Dude, you shared something with me about that parrot that somebody lets fly out and come back. Dude, I will tell you, one of the craziest phenomenons in pet ownership is the outside cat. The outdoor, indoor cat.
Yeah, we used to have one.
Like, I don't know. I don't think every pet owner loves their pet obsessively like maybe we do. But depending on where you live, I can't grasp this idea of this little creature snuggles in my house. I love it. I have a bowl of food for it. It's a member of the family. But I also just opened the door and it goes and lives its own life, could be hit by a car, eaten by a coyote, taken by a falcon, raped by a cat, given AIDS, all of these different things. Dude, that was a story from your life, right?
Yeah.
Didn't somebody's cat get out and got AIDS?
Great memory. My grandma's cat, Maris.
And that was the only time he ever got out.
21 years old, and in the picture of health, despite the fact that he ate table scraps, they leave the door open in Larchmont, New York one day, gets out, gets scratched by a cat with fades, feline AIDS, dies.
Dude.
Damn.
Yeah, but it's all of those different things. And so there's this one person that lives by me, and I love seeing this cat. This cat is full of character, and you can tell it's just a sweet cat. But then I'm like, what? How? How do they? And I've been walking by before, and the owner will be like, all right, here you go. And it's just, there's the world. Across from the spot where I found a cat eaten in half by a coyote, I just go, is it the idea that you're just giving them this free life and they love it so much, or do they care less about the cat? It's just
no.
I couldn't imagine this little being that you love so much and just being like, go have a good day.
Yeah.
Be out there.
So Pumpkin, my favorite cat of all time, was found as a stray. So the streets were in her. So she was not totally happy being indoors when we lived in Longwood. So she'd go to the door, she'd scratch, we'd open it up. Sometimes we wouldn't see her for a day or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she had other families that she would go to. We'd watch her. She'd climb a wall to our neighbors, and they'd feed her and stuff. And it all came to an end when there were coyotes spotted. And so then her
time had to be wrapped up.
Yeah, but she loved it. And I was, you let go, you surrender it to the universe. But man, if she'd been run over, I would have felt terrible.
Well, and Danielle was kind of grilling me when we got on this conversation about outdoor cats, about the cats we had growing up, because we had cats all the time. The terrible cat owners we were. For so many different reasons, because I couldn't tell you how many cats got hit by cars, because they were outdoor cats and they would just never come back and be like, okay, I guess they're not coming back. We ran over one in the van. One got stuck in the garage door opener chain at the top of it. My mom shut a kitten in the refrigerator door on accident. Dude, I'm telling you, it was just a horror scene of cats my whole life.
There's dog people and there's dog people.
Well, but the thing is, we always had cats, and here's the part that really
did you though? It sounds like you did it.
Yeah, well, we had them, but no. Here's the part that's really gonna blow your mind. So Danielle goes, well, how many cats do you think you had? And I said, I have no idea. My brother loved them. I didn't really like the cats. And she goes, well, what was the name of your favorite cat?
You didn't name them, did you?
I couldn't tell you one name of one cat.
We didn't have them that long to name them.
That we ever had. The only cat that I can remember name of was a cat that was birthed from our cat, and it had a hook arm. It had a hook like this. and we called it Timmy. And my buddy ended up taking him. This is terrible.
Timmy.
Dude.
Timmy.
So my buddy ended up taking him. I can't even. I put too much cat terror into this story.
No,
but-
you gotta come on, man. Finish the
Did I say that my buddy's name was Tim?
No, but we were doing South Park.
I know. Okay. No, yeah. Timmy. So my buddy Tim took Timmy, and we loved it. He loved it, and he fell asleep one day when he was still a kitten on the couch on his tummy.
On his tum-tum?
Yeah.
He rolled over and killed it, didn't he?
Ah,
Timmy.
That's the only cat name that I remember, and I like cats.
But you had like double digits, you're saying? Maybe not that much?
Hard to say.
And you can't remember one of their names?
No.
Except for Timmy.
No. Which is bizarre and sad.
Do you think people who have cats that are just go outdoors and do all that and come back are more likely to be okay with their kids when they go out places and be like more relaxed because they get it? They're like, they'll come back. Or do you think
Maybe. There may be a connection to be found there.
Yeah.
There may be something to it. Let me throw this one out real quick because I know, Drew, that you come from the school of MYOB 99.9% of the time, and a Harvard researcher was reportedly left bloodied and beaten by a gang of loud, unruly teens after asking them to please quiet down during a movie in Boston. Tiago Rentz, a 35-year-old Harvard researcher from Brazil, was watching the movie that Diz just went and saw, Weapons, early Thursday at the AMC Boston Common when he asked 5 teenagers in the theater to please be quiet multiple times before the group allegedly began beating the holy hell out of him. He says they were disturbing all of the people. They were clapping and screaming. I asked them for respect. I asked them to leave the theater because all we wanted to do was watch the movie. When Rentz tried to leave the theater, he said the teens trapped him inside, wouldn't let him exit. They made a wall, so I tried to pass. They wouldn't let me pass. They punched me. I didn't fight back. I was scared. Then I just faced the wall, protected my head and face while they began pretty much just beating the hell out of him and kicking him. Images of the guy show his eye badly bruised. He's bleeding from the mouth, bleeding from the head. It was 1 against 5. It sounds like he wasn't even trying, so I don't even know if that counts. The group quickly fled as the victim's friend searched desperately for help. She eventually found a security guard who called authorities.
I'm not putting it all on Tiago, but you got to have the common sense to go, how is this going to land? Is there any chance that they're going to respect my wishes and shut up?
Yeah.
No, of course they're not. They're teenagers.
They're not going to be like, you know what? You're right, sir.
Yeah.
We're so sorry. Oh, my God.
Terribly sorry. I didn't mean to diminish your enjoyment of this film.
It is funny that in the movie Weapons, these kids turned into weapons.
Oh, that is good.
Was it a good movie or not?
Liked it. If we're doing the thing, liked it.
Okay.
Didn't love it. Didn't hate it.
Gotcha.
Just liked it.
I loved Sinners. Absolutely loved it.
Great movie, right?
So good.
Yeah.
Slow?
The start, yes. They're
Little slow in
building
the beginning.
the characters and making you be like, this is why you should care about this person, this person.
Yeah.
Does it take place in New Orleans?
Yeah, I think so. Is it old school New Orleans?
I think
That was just the vibe that I got.
they open up a juke joint in. I think it's
No, Mississippi Delta.
Okay.
Mississippi. Gotcha.
Makes
a little slow, but really super well done. Very creative.
Is it scary? Would you call it a scary
no.
movie?
If you think Dusk Till Dawn is scary, this you'll think is scary. But it's kind of that kind of vein.
But is it vampires?
Yes.
Kind of.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm with
It's
you.
the best way you could say it. It's like, vampires.
Yeah.
Dude, speaking of New Orleans, I am about 20 minutes from finishing the Hurricane Katrina documentary, the National Geographic one.
Right.
Dude, I feel like there should be some and I think there's another one coming out on Netflix in the next couple days. I saw somebody say something like, this isn't a documentary, this is an awakening, where I was young. I don't know what I could have done differently, but I really feel the mass of the United States of America and the general population really had no grasp on how bad it was and how bad it was because of our government. And what they essentially spun the story to being about crime and criminals and how bad it was, so that these people who were dying and fighting for their lives became vilified. And they brought in, based on nothing more than rumors, they brought in military men and women pointing guns at that. Like, it's a sad story, dude. And I mean, I knew it was bad, but really the aftermath and how they were treated in that city afterwards, I think is something that is still a dirty secret in our society.
Would you say our government benefited from social media not being a thing yet?
Probably. I don't know. It could go either way, because all of the rumors that got started, that because they pretty much say all of these military and these National Guard men and women that got called in, they came in there thinking they were going to a lawless hellhole where they had to go in and run roughshod on people, when a lot of it wasn't true. Did you finish it, Diz?
No.
Dude, there is a part in the last episode about the vigilantes. And I don't know who the hell took these videos.
Oh, wait, I did watch the last episode.
I don't know who the hell took these videos, but they have videos of these men. I don't know if they're Klansmen. I don't know where they came from, but it is home video of these guys talking about legit, and I quote, it's like pheasant season out there. And they were going into these neighborhoods and just shooting black men for sport. And there was no law. There was nobody there. There were no police around. And this happened a lot in areas that actually didn't get flooded.
Yeah.
It was in an area where a lot of people found refuge in this other area. And it was still, people thought there was martial law. There wasn't really. And they have these videos of these guys talking about how they were just driving around, just shooting people. People telling stories of how police someone would run up to their car asking for help, and they would just shoot him and leave him in the street.
Jesus. Yeah, one guy, they brought them back to the thing, and then they realized the place they brought them back was the guys who attacked them.
Yeah.
And then
that was the thing. Yeah, this guy got shot, so they took him to where they thought safety was.
A stranger in a car just saw him bleeding. He's like, all right, get him in. We'll get him.
And then when they took him to where he was, it turned out the people they took him to was the person who shot them, and they ended up beating the hell out of all these guys.
And burning the car with the guy in it.
And they have pictures of all that. They have videos of all that.
I'm starting to think George Bush doesn't care about black people.
He does not. And the government did not, and they didn't.
He did fly over.
Dude,
he did the nice flyover.
Flew over like 3 days later.
He flew over and went.
Dude, can you imagine you're at the Superdome, you're crapping in your hands, and you haven't had food in days, and Air Force One does like a swoop by flyover, and that was it. That was it.
It was a dome, so you wouldn't see him.
Well, the good news is, the bad news is there was more people outside of the Superdome than inside of it.
But that was a narrative, though, wasn't it? Is that like the Superdome was like lawlessness and people were duking in there and stuff?
And that, I think the duking thing was happening.
That was real.
Because plumbing was the thing, but there was like story of graping going on that they say was never really
JoJo
verified.
said they were asking for it.
Yeah,
they said they're just rioting the whole time. There's one reporter, this Asian guy's walking by. He goes, "They said they're riots. They said that everyone's violent. I see nothing here but people who need water."
Yeah,
and there's like people dying. Like,
and that's the thing too. So they told people, these vigilantes and the police, shoot on sight for looters. So these were not looters. These were people who hadn't eaten in 5, 6, 7 days, going into the stores to try and get food for their family. And many of those people got shot. It is I'm curious what the one on Netflix is going to do, because I've heard that one is even a little more. The National Geographic
one.
They
side with the aggressors. They go, the black people were the problem. We really break it down.
Trump's going to ban them all, so, you won't be able to watch them soon.
It's something else. It really
Did you see his tweet today about the Smithsonian?
No, not
on
today.
True Social, where he said it's an embarrassment because all they keep talking about is that slavery was bad. He's like, we got the hottest country right now. We got to talk about all the good things, all the accomplishments. All they want to do is say slavery was so bad.
Like in the Smithsonian?
Yeah.
Like, what does he want him to put in there?
Just good stuff. Just happy America stuff.
Like new stuff?
Yeah, like you got a free vacation from Africa to the southern United States of America.
Free trip. Round trip?
Free chains.
Oh, yeah, we're late. I did tease this, so let me just say it real quick. A Florida man was arrested last week while dressed in a full jester costume after he threatened a landscaper with a 12-inch long dagger, apparently perturbed by the sound of the worker's lawnmower. He was cuffed last Thursday following the assault on Brian Hansen, who was mowing lawns in St. Petersburg, Florida. Near Marzola Smoke Shop after 2 p.m. Marzola, who was bizarrely wearing a full jester costume during the incident and arrest, pulled out the huge dagger from his vehicle and stalked towards the landscaping man, who obviously couldn't hear him because he had a lawnmower. The middle-aged clown started yelling that he cannot be mowing, even though it was well into the afternoon, Once Hansen saw Marzola's weapon, he quickly used his lawnmower as a makeshift barrier between himself and the mad fool, who continued ranting. The jester was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and booked into jail on a $15,000 bond right here in beautiful St. Petersburg.
Well, I tell you, the sending show today went from using shopping carts to protect yourself from Walmart.
Dude, that was the first connection that popped into my head. This guy's using a lawnmower.
There you go, the Alpha and the Omega.
Who would have thought? Do not go anywhere. Drew Garabo Live is coming up next with a cat named Mo, and we may have planted a seed in regards to Phil Collins versus Huey Lewis, because a cat named Mo is coming in hot. Always the best in afternoon entertainment. Keep it locked to 102.5 The Bone. Drew Garabo Live coming up next. Thank you to everybody again in the chat room. We crested over 400. What a moment. Thank you, Diz. Thank you, JoJo. But before we get out of here, we love telling you about our good buddy, Jeff Borum.
I mean, he's the guy who's going to sell your home and find you a new one, and that is a once-in-a-lifetime purchase. You don't want to leave it to chance with someone who doesn't know this area. Jeff Borum sure as heck does.
You know, by the way, I just got the text. Her name's not Vanessa, it's Veronica. She was listening today, the one with the car in the parking lot.
Hi, Veronica.
Yeah, my name is Veronica, and that's not my car. So that means she also heard me talking about the
boating situation.
Planned visit with her husband.
I like it. Let's all get together and see who's boat worthy.
Exactly. You know, Jeff Borum knows the area, and that's just one of many reasons to have him on your side for your real estate needs. They also have that masterful marketing machine. So maybe your house is out there and it's just sitting, you're not getting any bites. Well, that masterful marketing machine might be kicked in, and there could be a buyer for your house you didn't even know existed. You want to know about the flood zones, the hot zips, the best schools. You want someone from the area. That is Jeff Borum with Team Borum.
You go with somebody who's out of this area. You don't know if you're buying a home in a flood area. You don't know that the values of the homes in Shore Acres has plummeted. You need Jeff Borum. He's going to go to bat for you and help you through the entire process. BORHAM. Google it. Team Borum. Thank you.
Also update, that's not her car.
Now it started and you can't control this. You gotta shake that.
You're listening to Setting Show on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Stingray Chevrolet presents Calta Cruise 19. You can win a cabin on Calta Cruise 19. Visit Stingray Chevrolet and scan the QR code on the Calta Cruise display to enter. While you're there, find the vehicle that's right for you from their selection of new and used cars. Calta Cruise 19. Brought to you by Stingray Chevrolet, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4 exit 22, Plant City. For all the